All right, what is up, everybody? Happy New Year. We've got a full-packed show for you tonight. Let's ring in the new year correctly. Let's get this intro started, shall we? All right, what is up, everybody? Happy New Year. This is 9 o'clock, not our normal time. We normally go on Wednesday. I see Case is already in the comments. This show sucks. Thank you very much, Case. I appreciate you. I wish you were here. You're off doing, I don't know what you're doing. This countdown will end in 2023. Yes. All right, what's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? That's what we're going to do tonight. We've got a lineup that is going to start with Mr. Sterling Smith. He's already in ready to come on as a professional is. Right after that, we're going to follow him up with CJ Bean. We'll catch up with CJ. We got Brad Leininger from Getting Basted. Renee Gonzalez from Gonzalez Family Barbecue. That's the only one I'm worried about. He hasn't checked in with me yet. Dennis Butterworth, War Pig. Travis Duffy, Last Call Heroes. Aaron Leslie, and there may be some Whiskey Paul with him from Texas Oil Dust. And then we got Tom Fuentes from Smoking Onions, hashtag Stupid Beer. And then we're going to close it out all the way in Australia in the future, guys. This guy's talking to us from the future. Grant Neal from the Smoking Joint and Skinny Mixers. We'll catch up with Hollywood on that. Oh, Case, I might make it home before the year ends. Send a link. All right, Case, I'd love to have you, my show partner. As you can see, I am Han Solo currently, but I might have Case before the end of the show. I might make it home. All right, very nice. Let's give a shout out before we get Sterling in because we are on a tight schedule. My pits are burning. What's up? First in, Daddy Dutch, always Judge Webb, how are you? Case is in the house. Michael Harrison, how are you? Happy New Year. Nick Vanacek, how are you? And Ty Cobb from the Tomball VFW. All right, well, we are on a tight ship, so let's get this show started, shall we? We are joined first off to kick off the second annual Rob Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve is Sterling Smith from Arizona.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How are you, buddy? Where are you currently? Is this your house?
Yeah, I'm on my patio right now. See Molly right here?
Hey, Molly, how are you?
Say hi, Molly.
She's got the hat working already.
She does. You know, it's New Year's Eve, so we're doing our thing. We're sitting on the patio right now. I got a little heater action. It's Arizona, so you know we're enjoying the mid 60 degree weather right now. Having some drinks on the patio. We just had a crab boil, which is our pretty much our tradition that we do for New Year's Eve is do a crab boil. We have crab and shrimp, a little lower country boil, and then you know we're gonna go light some fireworks off, burn some shit up later.
I love it. Are you an hour behind me or 2 hours behind?
It's 8:11 here in Arizona.
Okay. You're
so
1 hour
I think
behind.
I'm just an hour behind you guys right now.
Yes, just 1 hour. Well, cool, man. How was your 2022 barbecue season?
Oh man, it was unbelievable. It was a great year. You know, this year I kind of got back to, you know, last year, a couple years ago, I formed YSB Barbecue with Kyle and Justin, and we had a blast doing that. And then this year, you know, I kind of wanted to get with Loot and Booty and kind of run my own thing. And man, came out of the woodwork hot. You were there at the first comp.
Oh, that was the first one in Yuma?
Actually, no. Actually, that was the second one. Slaborama was the first one. We actually did that as YSB. But then my first comp was Yuma as Loot and Booty, and then man,
you GC.
GC that one right out of the box with the 708, and then went to Santa Anita with a double GC the first day with the 712, and it's got better from there, man. It was a good year, and then ending it with you know, the American Royal taking reserve grand champion in the Open, and getting a great call on ribs at the Jack, and then ending it with the World Food Championships. First place in the barbecue category. So this year has been just crazy. It's been phenomenal.
Was that your first world championship at the World Foods?
Yes. I've won chicken at the American Royal in 2014. I won pork at the Jack in 2015. I won brisket at the Australian World Invitational. So, but this was my first actual world title, getting the grand championship there. So, man, that was so fun doing that and having everybody there, and it being Veterans Day weekend was super special. You know,
how'd you like doing the CBA?
I actually didn't do the CBDA. I threw all my dice up in the eat category.
Oh, okay.
And the funny thing was I threw all my dice in the eat, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get in the top 5, and I'm gonna concentrate on the next day, and I'm gonna win the motherfucker. But I didn't get in the top 5. But this year they had what's called a cook's choice or a master judge's choice. So they went through all of our presentations, and they gave somebody that they thought deserved to be in the finals an extra chance. So I was that roll up in the eat category to get that 6th spot, and then end up winning the whole thing. So it was kind of serendipitous and really cool and fun and awesome, man. I love doing the World Foods because it allows us to get outside that box, you know.
Yes.
And turn that brisket into not just slices in a box. It allows us to get creative with it and use our imagination and culinary skills and cook. So it was just super fun. And to get the World Food Championships world title was with a bunch of my peers that I respect and love. It was just awesome, you know.
That's got to be up there because I was watching it live, and the whole scene with the MC and the stage and you guys are all, I like the way that they call them out, and then it like gets down to the, you know, and then the top 3 come, and y'all are holding hands basically.
I mean, it builds anticipation. We're all family. You know how it is. We're all family out there.
Oh yeah.
We all want to see each other do well. We all respect each other. And you know, you're happy for your homie if you didn't win, but obviously you want to see yourself win. But, you know, what's really cool this year was we got to cook for, you know, legends in the business. We got to cook for Tuffy Stone and Chris Lilly and Harry Sue and Dave Anderson and Leanne Whippen. You know, we got to cook for these people in barbecue that we look up to, we see on TV shows, we see all the time doing it. To be able to cook for them and then to present our dish and tell them exactly what we did was to me that was just amazing. That was over the top, and that's really kind of took it to that next level of not only just blindly giving your food to somebody. You get to explain to them why you did this, how you did it, explain the flavors, explain your whole rationale for bringing this dish. So what was really cool was getting a perfect score. So those judges all gave me a perfect score.
That's
To
amazing.
get a perfect score from those guys was it was phenomenal.
Kevin Turner, what an awesome year, Smitty. Great ambassador, and even better person. I wholeheartedly agree with that. You gave me.
I love Kevin. A good dude.
Speaking back of Yuma, you gave me one of the best chicken wings I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh man,
that was really solid.
I've been focusing on that. To me, I like to bring the judges something else. We're all doing a lot of the same stuff. We're all doing thighs or legs, and this year I said, you know what, I'm gonna try to bring them some wings, see what happens. I actually turned in all wing flats at the American Royal this year, both days, and in the Open I took ninth place in chicken.
Wow.
In the Open out of 500 plus teams with just wing flats. So I've been practicing that, and I think it's getting better and better every time I do it. But
Aaron,
to me, if I was a judge and I got the same thing over and over, and I see something different, as long as you execute, I may throw that thing nines all day long. It's all about executing, and we hear that stuff all day. We all do classes, we teach people, but at the end of the day, you have to execute. And to me, if I can bring a different product, a different cut, and still execute and make it something that the judges are enjoying, and they hit it and they like it, then man, I'm gonna push those boundaries all day long.
I would.
I love experimenting.
I would definitely call that in the ballsy category of doing straight wings.
Why not?
I haven't seen too many people doing that, so that's pretty awesome, brother. That's awesome. I see you got the hashtag DrillNG on there. I love that.
that's inside the story.
That's an inside, yes. And I was there. Hey, that was awesome.
Molly over here, Slash knows about DrillNG.
Oh yeah, I think she was. I think she grabbed your phone after that, and yeah, that's a whole other deal. But so you had a solid 22. Are you? What's next for you? Are you coming to Houston for the?
No, my buddy Dan from Big Smoke Barbecue, Australia, he got the Australian draw. He asked me to come out, but I just have a lot going on at the beginning of the year. My first comp is in the next couple of weeks in Slaborama at Bullhead City. That's comp that's been going on, I think, almost 9-10 years now. I actually GC'd that comp one of the first 2 years. So we love doing that comp. It's a local comp here in Arizona, which we love supporting. So we'll do that one. And then, man, we got to gear up for several events. I got a lot of classes coming up. I'll be at Meat Stock Melbourne. Me and Mikey are putting on a class.
Awesome.
Me and Mikey from Sugar Fire are putting on a class. We sold that class out in a week, 40 seats out in a week for that. And so that's right before Meat Stock Melbourne. I'll go back and compete in that. We're going back from Memphis in May. We're cooking the finals for the World Food Championships, which in the next couple of weeks, we're going to know information on that. And that's for $100,000. Like, how cool is that to be able to? I'm super proud to just represent the barbecue category in that, because you get the top chefs from all these categories competing, and just to represent all you guys, all the barbecue guys, man, I'm gonna come out and bring it, and me and Mike are gonna do our best, and my buddy John Reeves from Smoking X. We got a great team, we got a good chance here, so we're excited for that. I think the World Food Championship is gonna be a great time.
So this is unique. You've done not too many competitors out there have done them all. You've done the Jack, the Royal, World Food Championships, Memphis in May. You've been to Houston,
San Antonio, Humble.
I saw you there in Humble. What's
Meat Stock? I've done.
Can you give your top 3 favorite ones?
Absolutely. Number 1 is the American Royal. I mean, it's hard to beat the American Royal. It's just so.
Everybody's there. It's
everybody's there. You're right. It's a party. It's a huge family reunion. We enjoy it, and to get your name called into that crowd in the biggest competition in the world, it's another level. To me, it's hard to beat the American Royal because it's not only the invitational; it's open too, and it's just it's a feeling and an energy like no other competition. So absolutely, the American Royal is my number 1. I love the Jack. This going back this year was my 4th year doing it. 4th year representing in Arizona. It gets better each time to me. I think the more you go, the better you get at the Jack, because the Jack's very unique. You got judges, which are, kind of unique per se. So I think the more you do at the Jack, the better you get. So I want to go each year and have fun. So I love the Jack, the party, the nostalgia, the environment, and being there, and being able to represent your state and getting that draw is, it's a great feeling, you know. So Jack's up there too. I love World Foods. These events in Australia, Meat Stock, are phenomenal events. These
Those
guys
look,
really know how to put on an event.
they look like a lot of fun too.
Oh my God, it's just everything from bull riding to monster trucks to wrestling to lucha libre. There's beard competitions. There's like dad bod competitions. There's barber competitions. The
Did
coolest thing was
you go to
one of
Dad
the.
Comp?
Well, I should go this year. I should be representing their American dad bod. I'm full on dad bod. Yeah. But one of the coolest things was at the Australian Invitational a couple years ago is right in front of my tent where I was cooking is you kind of get to see the circle of life. So they had like a petting zoo with like lamb and goats and all this stuff. And then right next to it, there's a dude like shearing them, taking all their wool off and everything. And then right next to that was a dude with a spit cooking these motherfuckers. So we went from
Assembly line.
petting them, yeah, it's full on assembly line. Um, so they're awesome events. You'll see people cooking a whole cow on a spit there. You'll see some phenomenal things. So I love going to Australia, and teaching there is amazing. I think in March going to Meat Stock will be my 8th time going
Really?
for barbecue. 10th time. I went twice in the Navy when I was stationed in Pearl
Yeah.
Harbor,
Thank you for
and
your
then so cheers, man.
Yeah.
And then so this will be my 8th time going to Australia for barbecue, 10 time total. So I love going down there. I got an awesome distributor who works with me on my products, and it's just a great country, and they enjoy barbecue, man. They love it.
All right, real quick before we get you, what's new with Loot and Booty? Anything coming out? Or I know you got your classes. And
Yeah, I got a lot of classes that are in the works right now. I'm finalizing some dates. I've been working with my co-packer World Spices. We're working on some sauces with them, so be on the lookout the next few months to get those guys out.
In Texas, where can we find Loot and Booty products at?
So, my biggest retailer nationwide is Ace Hardware. You
Okay.
can find most of my stuff at Ace Hardware. You find them at Barbecues Galore nationwide as well. Lowe's Hardware carries my Jolly Roger rub. We also have Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, True Value, Farm and Fleet. A lot of small mom and pop barbecue retailers carry my product, which I appreciate a lot of those guys. Also coming up, we got a huge one of the biggest hardware retailers in the planet is coming up.
All right.
Announcement for some products coming soon for them.
Awesome. What's in the cup? Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
Man, that's drill and G stuff. But lootandbootybarbecue.com. 24 hours a day, lootandbootybarbecue.com. We ship right to your door. Me and Molly right here, my partner in crime over here. She runs shipping and handling. So we'll get orders out to you all the time. I got t-shirts. We got new stuff coming. I got some hats coming, tank tops, new merch. We might be putting out an album. Who knows, man? Loot and Booty Worldwide.
All over, buddy. I remember meeting you the first time at the Royal, probably like 2017.
Yeah, man.
You were awesome then, and that was my first time to interact with you. And it's been a blast ever since, man. I love hanging out with you. I love seeing you and Molly whenever we get the chance, and hopefully, I'm sure we'll see each other again this year for sure. Definitely at the Royal, if not sooner.
Hopefully sooner.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner, bro. Likewise, man. You've always been a blast.
Oh,
not this year. I got stuff going on, but though, you guys have always been a blast. I love you guys' support and bringing me on. I appreciate you, Rob. You're super cool, and hope everybody out there has an awesome new year. Stay safe, have fun, and just, man, live life, bro.
Hey, man, you're awesome. Thanks for kicking off the second annual Rob Clark's New Year's.
Absolutely. Cheers, everybody. Have a good
Love
night.
it, buddy. Thanks, guys. Say bye. Say hi to Molly. Bye, and we'll see you soon.
Say bye to everybody, babe.
There it is.
Happy
Cheers.
New Year. Cheers.
New
Cheers,
Year.
guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Bo. We'll see you. What a way to start off the second annual Rob Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. It's fun saying that. Let's get his banner down. And I did see CJ Bean in the green room. We'll get him back on in just a second. But yeah, Sterling is awesome. He's always been great to visit with. And if you guys don't know him and you see him at a comp, go up to him. He's a hell of a dude. His wife is awesome. And they have some great products. He told you where you can find them all over. Ace Hardware's, he said, is one of the main places where you can go. And that Jolly Roger is pretty cool. Throws you for a loop. I thought so. So who's all new in the comments? And CJ, get back in the green room. It's your time, sir. It's time to get you back on. We are on a tight schedule. Aaron Leslie is in the comments. He's going to be on tonight. Aaron will be on at 11:10 to 11:25. Next up is going to be CJ Bean. He's going to be on from 9:30 till 9:45. I got these guys for 15 minutes. We're going to visit with them, check out how their 22's going, what's up for 23, and we'll see what else is coming up and ask them what's in their cups, and we'll see how that is. Who else joined the show that wasn't on earlier? Carlos Calzada, what is up, my man? Kevin Turner, hello. CJ Bean, he'll be on in just a second, guys. Who else? Aaron Leslie. We did see Aaron on there. Jared McCrory checking in from Hempstead, Texas. There is a cook-off going on. I thought that cook-off, Pitching in the Pines, CBA event, I thought that was on Saturday and Sunday, but it is on Sunday. And then so tomorrow we'll get some results from there. Tim Crawford, what is up, buddy? Yo, checking in from Georgia. Matt Carr, how are you? Happy New Year to you, my man. Tom and Bell Clark. Bell, I was trying to reach out to you earlier today, and I did not get through. So Stephen Pfeiffer, I know he is cooking. He is coming out, hashtag coming out of retirement. He is in Hempstead cooking over there. Michael Sistrup, what is up? Happy New Year's, Gooder gang. Who else we got here before we get to my man CJ? Let's see here. Smitty's the man. It was a blast to watch him walk at World Food. Yeah, Jen Lee. Hello, Jen. She's in the comments. Rhett, how are you, young man? Good to see you. Susie Clark, hello. All right, I think we've got everybody. CJ, who? Never heard of her. Speaking of, well, if you've never heard of her, you're about to find out right now. And he is coming on early. He is. Let me put his banner on right here. We've got CJ Bean smoking for holy. Where are you coming in from, bro?
What's that?
Where are you checking in from tonight?
Oh, I'm in Corpus Christi. We're camping right now.
All right, and you found a good. There's some background noise. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. The connection here is like horrible, so I had to use the hotspot from my wife's phone because I don't have any connection out here.
Rockin' A's, Happy New Year. Rockin' A Grilling Supplies. Hello. Stephen Pfeiffer, love the bean. We all Monica is fishing, is what Case is saying. Well, how are you doing? Happy New Year. Are you drinking tonight?
Am I what?
Are you drinking tonight? There it is.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right. I think I figured out what it is. I think it's my back audio coming through on your deal. That's fine. We'll make it work. I hope it doesn't annoy everybody. It is loud. I'm going to let you talk. So I'm going to talk. What's going on with you? How was your 2022, Bubba?
It was good. We did a lot of camping, a lot of fishing. I did one cook-off for 2022. Took a year, been out off the circuit for a year. Went back in December and did Briscoe Ranch. Had a real good time. It was good being back. Good to see all my friends and everybody, after being out for a year, trying to get out there and cook without any missteps, but it happens.
No, I was, and I'm glad to see you back cooking. I don't know, is that going to be something new for 23? We're going to see more of you.
Oh yeah, nah. People thought I was done. I was like, no, I'm not done. I was just cutting back on the amount I was doing because I was averaging about 24 comps a year. So I'm gonna cut back to about 8 to 10 because I just want to do more camping and fishing with the family.
I did
I
mute myself.
hear you.
Yeah, I know. I muted you did do the Uvalde cook-off.
Yes, it did.
And you were, people that don't know, as Kay said, CJ, who never heard of her. But now everybody knows who CJ Bean is. Hopefully, we'll see, because you were being filmed, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that experience, please.
Oh, it was wild. It was wild. It was fun. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd ever be on a TV show for barbecue. Especially when I first started, watching Barbecue Pitmasters and seeing those guys. And I never thought I'd be one of those guys, but I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
How did that come about? How did you get on the show? So people that want to do this type of thing, how can they get on? What did you do?
I have no idea. They contacted me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got a message on my Smoking Frijoles page, and I thought it was spam. I was like, this is bull, And then I got a phone call, and it said wireless call from Minnesota. I'm like, how? My friends in Minnesota, I have their phone number, so I knew it wasn't them. So I didn't answer it. It went to voicemail, and I played the voicemail, and it was a Food Network saying, hey, we've been trying to reach you. And I'm like, what? So I checked my email. I had an email from them as well. So I was like, well, I guess they were trying to reach me. So I called back and talked to the person, and they said, yeah, we want to interview you for a chance to be on the show. And so I was like, okay. So they were like, well, what do you think of, one of the questions they asked me, they're like, what do you think of Michael Simon? I say, who the fuck is that? They're like, well, he's the host of the show. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know I turned my cable, I cut my cable like a couple of years ago. I mean, we watch YouTube and stream, so I don't watch, much, regular TV.
You just watch Clarence Joseph on YouTube now.
Nah, I'm unfriending him. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah. But no, it was an experience. I mean, like I said, never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be selected, or even asked to do something like that, do something like that, it's humbling to me. I'm like, I feel, honored because I mean, some of the people that I've seen on TV on those shows, I mean, they're top-notch cooks.
You are as well. You were just out of the game for a while. That's which is awesome.
Well, I've always considered myself just a half-ass cook. I don't know, but that's just me. I mean, I've done well. I've done quite well. The few years that I've done barbecue, I've had a real good time. And like I said, I plan on being out there some more. But I'm just gonna limit and pick and choose. I'm not going in the heat. That's not going to happen. I'm
Don't
not
blame-
going if it's raining. That's not going to happen. And if it's too cold, I'm not going. Because now I don't have the trailer anymore, so I have a reason to weasel out of those particular cook-offs.
So you basically narrowed yourself down through like March to April, and then
Yeah.
October.
October. Well, I mean, no, certain cook-offs. Certain cook-offs. I don't plan on missing, like Chupacabra, Uvalde, Beeville, Bishop. The big ones. I enjoy. I enjoy the big cook-offs. I love the competition, and I've done quite well at them in the past. So.
Those big ones, you do well there. Why? Yeah. What's your mindset going into them large contests?
What's that?
What's your mindset going into those larger contests? You seem to do well when the stakes are big.
Oh, I just go in, and I don't worry about it. I see, when I first started cooking, my first cook-off that I went to, one of the cooks was like, "Oh, so and so is here, so and so is here, so and so is here. We're cooking for, we'll be lucky to make a final table. So we're cooking for 9, 10." I said, "No, you're cooking for." He already shot himself in the foot, worried about who's there.
Yep.
I said, "I don't know these guys. I'm not worried about these guys. I'm here to kick their ass." And out of 80 something teams, I got a 7th place rib call, my first comp.
Wow.
And so I'm like, I don't care who's there. I'm not, to me, I'm not competing against them. I'm just trying to make my food taste good to me. Because it's all subjective. The judges, some judges gonna, you walk in there, you see who's judging. Sometimes they got kids in there, and I'm like, damn, I should have put ketchup on my shit. But if I like my food and the judges don't, that's on them. I did my part. But if I screw up, I know I screwed up, and I'll be the first to admit it. But I'm not going to be intimidated by cooking against anybody.
No, you shouldn't. You're right.
If you do that, if you're intimidated by people, you may as well stay home.
I agree.
You may as well stay home.
So let's talk. Tell me about the experience. We're going to go back to the show. What did it bring? Was it pretty much what you expected, or wild? Did it distract you?
No, it didn't distract me. I when I do my stuff, I'm just focused. But from being out of it so long, and then the past 3 years I was cooking out of my trailer, so I knew where everything was, and I had my routine. Well, now I had to go back to a canopy, and when I sold my trailer, I had everything boxed away. So I was like, well, hell, I didn't want to forget anything, so I just took all of the boxes with me. I'm like, if I have to, I'll just dig through and find what I need, But no, the camera crew, they were there. They kept their distance. They were really good, because that was one of the concerns that I had when they auditioned me. And I said, I don't want anyone in my way, especially at crunch time. And they're like, no, they're really good. So when we do something, they were there. They were like, oh, let us know if you're gonna do something, and we were mic'd up the whole time, so we had to.
They probably got shit with you.
Oh man, I got that. My whole thing probably gonna be a bunch of bleeps, because them damn F-bombs was flying left and right, flying like doves during dove season.
Love that. That's great.
But no, they, like I said, if there was anything that we were uncomfortable with, they told us to let them know, and there was, maybe one, actually just one time I asked them like, hey, don't film this.
Cool.
Certain things you want to keep to yourself,
Yes.
because you want to keep that edge. And so I told him, just, hey, I'll tell you this, but I don't want it on camera. And then they said they respect that.
That's great.
But for the most part, I mean, I don't have anything to hide,
So what's you said you used to do 25 contests a year. What are you thinking for 2023?
2023, well, I managed to get a spot in the rodeo, in San Antonio rodeo.
Nice, I'll be there.
So that's why I came out early. I was gonna do a couple before rodeo. So there's still a couple that I plan on doing, before rodeo to, knock the rest of the rust off. And I was happy with my stuff in Uvalde. I mean, 50 teams.
Yeah.
And not cooking for a year. I had a 33rd rib and a 43rd brisket. My chicken, it was the first time I did chicken on a drum. I was used to having a direct heat, another pit, but I I did it differently, and and it showed, which I expected that. But no, I was happy. I was like, okay, I still got it. I just need to knock some more rust off and, brush up, make sure I don't forget anything,
Awesome. Well, I just had, I had a question for you. I mean, it was cool to see. I saw you walking because my trailer was right in front. So I got to see you walk in with those trailing you. I'm glad that I want to see you more. And so that was it. CBA. That was the first CBA, obviously, because you haven't cooked in a while. Or was it your first CBA?
No, it was my second CBA since they had. I did one a couple of years ago, and then this one. The first one, I was like, okay, all I had to do was like readjust my times, because IBCA, I'm so used to the times. I had everything, I was set, so it was routine.
Right.
I just had to readjust, some times for the CBA. And it was no problem, because like I said, after the first one, I knew what I needed to do. And I adjusted that, so everything ran smooth for me, for CBA.
Well, this one,
yeah. What's that?
This one should have been the same timelines because 150 teams. It was still
it was. So I mean that was no big deal to me. Like I said, before the comp, I went and looked at the times and made out my little schedule, because I know exactly how long it's going to take me to cook each meat. So I just went and just readjusted my little times on what time I put stuff on and fire up my pits and stuff, and it worked out great for me.
Awesome. All right. Well, before it lets you go, I know this might take a couple minutes, but you want to give out a shout out to anybody out there that helps you?
No, we're not. No, we're not gonna do that this time. Thank you to all my sponsors. They know who they are.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't have them written down. I know I got about 12 of them out there.
Awesome, brother. Hey, well, thanks for coming on in the second guest on the New Year's Eve show. I appreciate that, man, and enjoy your time. Absolutely.
I appreciate you having me back home, man. It was a pleasure.
Well, enjoy your time with the family, man, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, y'all have a great one.
All right.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. There he was. CJ Bean back in the house, coming out of retirement. Brad Leininger is on the clock. On the clock, Bubba. I'm sending him a message right now. So we'll have Brad Leininger up next. He'll be up from 9:50 to 10:20 to 9:50 to 10:05. I got a message. Where's Corey? Is it Carrie? I'm sorry, Carrie's message right here. My mic keeps cutting out a little. Is that me, or was that because I know CJ had an issue with some feedback whenever I would say something? I heard my voice on the other end, and it was pretty loud. So I was trying to not talk too much while CJ was on. But can y'all guys hear me okay? Is it coming out okay? I hope it is. Let me know before Brad gets on. But yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. What are you guys up to tonight? What are you guys drinking? It is New Year's Eve. It sounds better now. Okay. Yeah, I think it was the feedback from CJ's, and maybe that was cutting me out a little bit. Hopefully, if I'm still sounding a little off, you guys let me know. Okay, good. Harold is in. Yes, we hear you good. All right, thank you. What are you guys drinking tonight? It is New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are being safe. If you're out and about, more power to you. But we're doing this show so you guys can kind of stay in the house and just watch this and have a good time. We're going to catch up with some world champs. We're going to catch up with some guys that haven't been out in the game a little bit. We'll catch up with some guys that have been out of the game for a little bit. But that does not describe the next guest we have coming on. Let me put his banner up right here. This is Brad Leininger from Getting Basted, another world champion coming on the Rob Clark's New Year's Eve Rockin' Eve show. Here we go. Let's get him on right now. Brad is in the house. What is up, Brad?
What's going on?
Mr. Professional. I was not worried. I just knew. I was like, where's Brad at?
Got stuff going on around here, man.
I know, it is New Year's Eve. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on, man.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. How are you doing, man?
All doing good, man. Doing good. Just enjoying some time at home and family time and relaxing, getting ready to cook again. So
what are the plans for New Year's Eve tonight?
Not a thing, man. I've got Michael's over, my brother-in-law, my sister Betsy, and my mother here. Then we've got the kids and everything else. So just having a good time.
Awesome. You popping fireworks? None of that? Y'all just be chill tonight?
Yeah. We're just taking her easy.
Are you drinking tonight?
I don't drink. I quit drinking about 5 years ago.
I did not know that. Well, there you go. Good for you.
Sober New Year's Eve. Yeah. I'll have some medicinal, gummies or something every now and then. But I quit drinking for health reasons about 5 years ago.
Awesome, man. Well, good for you, man. So let's talk about your 22 season, man. You killing it again. You guys, you've been on a years-long roll. So give us some of the highlights you had this year. I know you don't like talking about yourself, but that's what we're doing. We're catching up on 22 and looking ahead to 23.
Yeah, I think, I didn't cook as much. Finished top 10. Obviously, Memphis in May was probably the highlight of 22, cooking with Mr. Tim Shear and Blues Hog. And, anytime you can get something like that under your belt and knock that thing off, Memphis is it's one of the ones you dream about winning. And, heading into 22 and then 23, the goal is to go back to back. So we're going to try to do it again, man. We're already playing in Memphis in May and in 23. Rib Team of the Year in KCBS was pretty big, man. I wanted to get that jacket back from Joe. And, man, other than that, I didn't cook as much, but enough to let people know I was still out there.
So you did win Team of the Year for this year?
No, just ribs.
Oh, ribs. Okay.
Yeah, Urkel from Uncle Pig's out on the East Coast won KCBS Team of the Year this year, and he got to 10. He was the only guy that got to 10 this year, I believe. So well deserved.
Wow. Nice. So Team of the Year in KCBS categories are big deals, which is awesome. And I know you guys like to hand out jackets. Describe what goes on there, because we're kind of outsiders on that side of the world. But talk about what happens at a banquet for Team of the Year. It's pretty cool.
Well, they kind of changed the banquet here recently, the last 2 or 3 years, where you don't have enough time. There's only basically the last week of the season. The banquet's the next week after the last week of the season. So we used to be able to hand it out the banquets. You'd hand out a jacket, or we have belt buckles for the brisket, and Reagan gives out a chicken for the chicken Team of the Year and stuff. Now it's kind of done after the fact, because we don't have time to get the stuff made. We don't know who. A lot of that stuff goes down to the last week in the season. Yeah, and I think pretty much everything was up until, there were still 3 or 4 teams that could have won ribs up to the last weekend there, that last weekend in October. Ended up holding on. So yeah, but we have the Rib King jacket, which is the oldest one. Yes. Started probably 10 years ago, maybe 10 to 12 years ago, I believe. Tim Grant gave that to Drew McNatt from Hogtied. Was the first time the Rib King jacket came out. So it's just a fun tradition.
Do you get to keep it, or do you pass it down, or is it something that travels, or do you make?
No, you get to keep it. You just the guy that wins it the year before is in charge of making it for the next guy.
Okay, cool. That's really cool. Yeah, that's something that now that CBA kind of following that kind of line with their banquet now. So it's kind of fun to see some of the things you guys do. I love I know you're not partaking, but I was over. Reagan was at Uvalde, and he was like, "Hey, 922, come over." Okay, all right, cool. Why? And he was like, "All right, here, take this." I was like,
"Yeah, he's always got the good tequila over there, man. I wish I did partake."
He does have the good tequila, man, and Reagan's a great ambassador for barbecue, as yourself. That's a hell of a 22, man. That's what's looking ahead for you guys for 23. I know you're going to be in Houston this year, right?
I don't think so, unless I'm for hire. But no, I didn't. I think Chris Schaefer got it for the Jack this year, and Grant from QU from the Royal. So
Memphis.
No, I'm not going to be there.
I thought Memphis did, but I guess they don't have an automatic, right?
Memphis doesn't get one. I don't know why, but they don't.
San Antonio gets one. I guess Houston does.
Austin, I believe.
Oh, Austin and the Royal. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you cooking any of those Texas events this year? You came to Uvalde. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, I came to Uvalde. I think I'm going to do Austin, man. I'm signed up for it. So I think that's the first weekend, if I remember right. That's the first weekend in March.
March, yeah. March.
Right now I'm signed up for it, planning on coming down to Austin. So I'm looking forward to that one.
You've done a few Texas events. How do you like coming down to Texas? Do you treat it differently? Somebody asked Jared, Brad, do you do maple in Texas?
Oh yeah, maple everything, man. They love it. No, I don't do anything different, man. I can tell you right now, there's a lot of guys that are winning in Texas that are cooking on cans, cooking similar way, or in the barbecue league, or have come to our classes. You make good food, right? I mean, that's the goal, and good food travels is kind of my stance on it. So, I've done well, and I've done well in Texas, Reserve Grand and Humble, whatever it was last time it was KCBS. And, I got a top 10 down there in Uvalde and managed to get a good chicken call. And, I've always known, I got finished, 4th in brisket at Houston last year. I think I was 6th or 7th overall. Can't remember, but top 10 in Houston. So, man, my flavors, I think, travel. Because like you said, you make good food, right? I mean, that's the goal. Make good food. It'll score. It'll travel. And other than cooking things maybe a little bit further because of the knife and fork and some of the way the judging's done. Yeah. Other than that, I don't change much of anything.
You got a 3rd place chicken this year. That's pretty awesome in Uvalde. To come down here to do that. And that was pretty neat, I guess, because the chicken rules have changed here. It's no longer just a straight half chicken. So you can turn in pieces and do your thing, basically. I thought that was cool to see you hitting that, that big 3rd place out there. With awesome. 150 teams in Texas. What did you think? And again, you've done a few Texas events, but that one, we take pride in that Uvalde one. It's a really great event. Wade and his crew do a cool job. What did you think of that whole award scene with that many people in that big room? And I love that event. What did you think of it?
Yeah, no, it's a great event. I wanted to do it last year. I was signed up for it and ended up not being able to make it, but Wade went ahead and honored my entry last year for this year. And I'm like, well, yeah, man, I'm going to come down there for it. And No,
Nice.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've got a lot of respect for the guys cooking down there. And I cook against, the COVID year really, and Fred and of course Matt Walker before, and Corey Mikes has been cooking KCBS forever. You've got Reagan, you've got a lot of guys that cook KCBS, but the COVID year really drove a lot of guys because IBCA shut down. So
Right.
you got to know a lot of these Texas cooks, and they came up there and cooked really well. So we've been cooking against them for quite some time. So it's always fun to go down there and mix it. And I like to talk trash with Fred and Bill and everybody else and Phil. And it's fun to get down there. And they come up to Missouri a lot, or I'll see them in Mississippi quite a bit, or Alabama, or wherever down there. And it's fun to go down there and meet them on their turf. So, man, I like getting out of Texas. There's as many people cooking barbecue in Texas as there is everywhere else, combined. So it's always a big contest, man. You go down there and it's 150 teams, and man, all of them for 2 or 3 people that aren't from Texas, and it's fun to go down there and get your name called. I got a fajita call there. That was a fun thing. That was a big deal for me. The Missouri guy getting it. Yeah, and Aaron there, man, just popped up there. I mean, there's I cook against a lot of these guys a lot, and it's fun to go down there and at least get my name called once or twice.
I know you and I talked about this, I think, last time on the show. Seems like the lines are blurred now. They're not so much there's a Texas thing. I mean, the barbecue league is one thing, but there's so much information out there, and a lot of the guys now cook both leagues, KCBS, CBA, that type of deal. So it does seem like it's all getting blurred, right? It's kind of, things are traveling, like you mentioned. You're not changing things. It's great for barbecue. I feel it's great for, somebody that does go up north of Texas and to do well, and sure. You have the opportunity to do that, and just like you guys coming down into Texas and doing well.
Yeah, man, I think Fred coming up and winning the Royal, and there were already a few people coming up and cooking KCBS, but not as many. But Fred going up there and winning the biggest KCBS contest there in Kansas City, I really think kind of got a lot of people enthused down in Texas and showed that, hey, man, we can go up there and we can win in Kansas City. And ever since then, it's kind of cool at the Royal, the Texas, I think you had a pretty good Royal, if I remember right, or you were up there the week before maybe and had a pretty good top 5 finish maybe. But it's kind of cool at the Royal that all the Texas cooks kind of sit together at the award ceremony, and you definitely know when one of them gets a call. So I think Fred kind of popped that cherry, so to speak, got up there and got a big win. And I think that, everybody knows that now a guy from Texas can come up there and cook your food and win the contest. And I think it plays well. I've always said this, I think the American Royal Open sets up really well for somebody from Texas because there's a lot of judges that are technically off the street judges or that just got certified that day. So I think those flavors that, it's not as much of the KCBS set, like, oh, we got to be this. They're not the old, master judges that we get that are 80 years old up here. Sometimes it's a newer judge. And I think sometimes those CBA type flavors probably play better.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be as perfect as like a normal KCBS event where you have everybody certified, right? So those judges, like you mentioned, they're certified, I guess, that day, or maybe not even certified. I don't know how that works, but
whoever they can get, man. I think they need 600 of them or whatever it is. So
exactly. That's crazy. That is crazy how many judges that go for that one weekend, or 2 contests in that one weekend. So we kind of touched on them, but for 23, what do you most looking forward to moving ahead? Anything new for getting basted? I know you got your restaurant. You have any products out there?
We've got some stuff that's getting ready to get released, man. We're jumping out. We've been teaching that Game Changer brine for years, and when Oak Ridge went out, I got in the lab and made one. Got one. It's not Game Changer, but I got 3rd place in Uvalde with it, so that. It should be out there on the shelf. That was its first live fire in contest. It cooked it with it at home and everything else, liked it. But first time at a contest, got that 3rd place call down there in Uvalde. And so I've got a brine coming out. We've got some rubs and sauces and stuff that are getting bottled up and going to come out. A lot of it's for the restaurant. I mean, we're proud of them. They're good rubs and I use them. But, obviously, Blues Hog is still, competition wise, but we're making some good stuff that'll be available coming out. So definitely the brine is competition focused, brine and injection.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think you hashtagged something after that event. What do you want to reveal what that was? What did you?
I don't remember, man. I think Purvis had a good hashtag, man. He was like game over or something like that, man. I think he's making one too. So he wins the marketing battle, but we'll see how it goes. Now, Bill, man, Bill's product will be great too. So the cool thing is there's alternatives. Everybody's been asking me. We've been teaching Game Changer for 10 years. What are you going to use? There's going to be alternatives out there and good products that you can win a contest.
Absolutely. So no Houston, but you got obviously the Royal coming up. You 7 GC, probably more. How many GCs did you have last year to qualify for the Jack?
I won the Jack the year before, so I got in with that. And then I had 7, also I don't know, 7 or 8. I can't remember how many I had exactly, but I got in winning the Jack, so I didn't have to worry about it too much. This year I got to go get a few. I still have a few. I still need 3 or 4 of them to get in, so got to get busy.
So last year you and Tim cooked on a completely different smoker. Y'all did a whole hog. Leading up to that, what were you thinking going into that? As far as like, for those that don't know, they won the event, the Memphis in May for 2022, which I think is badass, especially the way y'all did it. Y'all went with that big, huge, mega drum. You guys might have seen, they had it at the San Antonio Rodeo this year prior to that, but you guys cooked a whole hog in that drum. And I'm sure what were people saying around you guys leading into that, because it's never been done before.
It's kind of funny because, we won shoulder the year before and whole hog this year. It's almost like we're a charity case. People think we're idiots. They come in there and they kind of explain it to us. And it almost works out like us knowing, us not knowing anything. We go in there and end up making some decisions and just trusting our instincts. And it ends up paying off. It's ended up paying off for us twice. And we got a lot of advice and we threw it all away. And we cooked, hot and fast hog on the drum, man. And we didn't part it out. We didn't split it open. And, we cooked it the way we cooked it and ended up turning, almost accidentally turning out a fantastic hog. We had 2 hogs on there. Both of them were fantastic.
Wow.
And I think people kind of, they know it's a shit show. They would, anything with Tim always is. It's a rolling, and I don't know if anybody really took us seriously, until we walk away and won it. I mean, I promise you they'll take us seriously next year, but we always have a lot of fun. We know what we're doing. We know how to build a box.
Sure.
We know how to talk to judges. And so that's the name of the game in Memphis in May, man. Build that good blind box. You got to have a great blind box to have a chance. And then you've got 3 on sites, in the first round. You got to finish up in the top 3 to have another round of judging. So it's just, Tim and I play well together, man. It's just one of those things that I trust him, I trust his flavors, and I believe he trusts me. So we know stuff's getting done right, and we weren't super happy, honestly, with our blind box, but ended up sneaking through, and once we got to the finals, we had our best hog sitting there on the smoker, and I knew we had that thing won.
How did that drum do with the skin? I've seen I've seen like Brad's from the sheds, and it's just flaking and gorgeous. How did the drum?
Oh, well, it was an ugly hog, it's drum food, right? I mean, you always say, man, ugly barbecue wins, and
sure.
We didn't have the prettiest hog. I can tell you that, man. You had Stretch had a gold painted hog, and the sheds, they got their robo hog or whatever they call it, that's all set up right. But as far as eating goes, our skin was just like a cracker. I mean, it was perfect. I even asked the guy, I'm sitting there looking at it when we're, we kind of cut a hole in there to pull some meat out of the deal. I could tell that skin. So I asked the first judge that came through, kind of a stroke of, you might want to eat this. I made you a skin guy and made him up a platter of that. And it's just like you're eating cheat your own, man. It was perfect.
Oh,
the
wow.
Skin was just because the way we cooked it with the direct heat and everything else. And so really it was ugly, but I mean, you can get around that. You can talk around it. That's a cool thing. I mean, it's the one place you get CBA and IBCA and KCBS, man, we're turning the blind box in only. We don't have a chance to explain anything. Whereas Memphis in May, they're coming on. You can explain to them what you're doing and your philosophy and why it's the way it is. And that really paid off for us.
No, it for sure did. Who was presenting? Both of you?
Yeah, we both do, man. And that's what good thing too, because we've been doing classes for 10 years together too. So we make fun of each other constantly. So it's not stuffy. I mean, we've got them rolling, we've got them laughing. We've got, we're telling jokes. We're making fun of each other going in there. And there's not a dead time either. So, somebody's back working with the hog or whatever, the other person can sit there and talk to the judges and explain what's happening. So you never really have your back turned away from them. somebody sitting there engaging with them. And even at the finals, where you have multiple judges, you can engage with different judges and answer different questions. So Tim and I wouldn't do that with anybody, but, Tim and I have been doing, presenting barbecue together so long that it just works out.
That dynamic does work. Obviously you guys have worked together, like you just mentioned, and for you guys to even give yourself a mental break when somebody else is speaking and it catches you up to do, I bet that worked out just fine. Obviously it did in the first place there. So, that's awesome, man. And to see you guys hit the shoulder last year and then this year win it with the whole hog, which is like, the holy grail there. Right. So, congratulations.
Yeah, you got to give it to Tim. I mean, we're sitting there we're cooking on 55-gallon gateways with the shoulders, and we knew you had the best chance to win with the whole hog. And right then, after we lost to Myron in the overall, won the shoulder, lost to Myron in the overall. We're sitting there, you can see Tim's wheels spinning, right? He's thinking about making this huge drum, and he's just like, we got to go with the whole hog. And I'm like, well, that sounds about dumb enough for something we do, so let's do it, and then he set out right then, man. It was a year into making the drum, and hats off to him, because he had the vision to do it. I obviously I've heard enough dumb things coming out of his mouth and seen them happen that I rolled along with it. But making mega drums and everything else, man, it's just one of those things. It's just, it's just so dumb. Nobody else would do it except for Tim, of course. So
I love it. And, they were filming that show and they, mentioned, which was great.
Yeah. And they fired us, they weren't even filming us, they whatever reason they had, who they had on there. And once we finaled, man, they came running over there, and I was down in Cedar Park or whatever, I talked to, obviously it featured there. So I knew the camera crew and the producers and Michael Simon, everything else. So as soon as we finaled, they came running over there like, you mind if we get some of this? We're like, nah, welcome, but better late than never. So welcome to the party. So it was a lot of fun.
You made yourself get on the show. Hell yes.
Yeah, we made them they didn't want to put us on the show. We made them put us on the show. That's exactly right.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Carrie Clark has a question before we let you get out of here. How many cooks do you do a year?
Man, anywhere from, this last year, I think I did 28 or 29. And, the 1 year, 2018, I think I did 50.
Oh, wow.
So so now probably 25 to 30 is a pretty good number. And that's what doubles everything else,
Right.
But 25 to 30 is a good number. And I'll probably stick with that, this coming up year.
Very nice. Oh man, I just realized I spelled your name wrong there on the bottom. I forgot the 8. Well, awesome, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here, and anything that I didn't touch on? I appreciate you coming on to this New Year's show. We're going to keep it going and keep it moving. But thanks for agreeing to do this. It's awesome to have you on anytime. And in the future.
Anybody out there needs a head cook, wants to win Houston, just look me up. Let's make it happen.
World champion right here, guys.
Right.
You guys need a head cook. I don't know if I said that to you. I would go look at the results from last year and start at the bottom and say, hey,
start at the bottom and start calling.
Some of these guys don't even turn in food, man. They just party.
No, I know.
Look, I just need a little 10 by 10,
That's it. You guys party. I'll just throw my cans over here and we'll go win the West Championship. So
exactly. I'm sure they definitely go for that. But yeah, if you're listening and you need a cook for Houston, that's coming up pretty quick, a couple months. Hit them up. You can hit me up. I'll get you in touch with them if you can't get a hold of Brad, but he's on social media. How can they find you, bub?
Yeah, just at Getting Basted pretty much everywhere, man. Or, we're also at the Barbecue League, thebbqleague.com, man. You want to learn how to cook, learn what we do, go sign up. $100, best $100 you can spend if you're in competition barbecue.
Absolutely. Does that renew? I don't know if I've renewed.
It renews. Yeah.
Right.
If it doesn't, sometimes, depending on how you got in or, if your card expired or whatever, you can just re-sign up. It's not a big deal. Just log in and go there and pay again if you get kicked out. So it's set up to renew those as long as your card's good.
Awesome. All right. There. So Deb says, thank you, Brad.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Brad. Thanks for joining us again. And I'll be hitting you up again in the year.
It sounds good.
All right, bub. Thank you so much. There he was, Brad Leininger from Getting Basted, joining the New Year's Eve show. This is awesome. We're going to keep it rolling. We got Rini Gonzalez already checked in. This is actually working, folks. I don't understand. People are following the rules, following directions. This is great. We'll get Rini on here in just a minute. He's supposed to be on from 10:10 to 10:25. I'm going to get him on right now. There he is. Can you turn your phone sideways? Is that possible?
Is that better?
That's way better. Are we making hello?
Sorry.
That's my sister.
Yeah, I didn't know it was live.
You're live. You are live.
What's going on, man?
Man, just rolling through this. This is pretty cool, man. Thanks for agreeing to come on the show.
You put me on, Brad. Wow.
I put you on after Brad. Well, you know, you said you needed this time slot, so
yeah.
I tried to make it happen for you. What's going on, Rainey? Where are you at?
We're in Lasada, Texas, out in the middle of nowhere.
What's it, Lasada?
Lasada.
Oh,
Lasera.
oh, okay, I got you. Where is that? I guess down south of
way down the tip of Texas.
The tip of Texas.
We're like how many miles from Mexico?
About 30.
About 30 miles from Mexico.
You're almost an international team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're almost
yeah.
an international team. Dude, you've been having I think a pretty solid year. How do you feel about your year for 2020?
It was all right, man. At one point we were like 15, 17, somewhere around there. And I figured out like, let's chase it a little bit. So then go to a cook-off, goose egg it. Didn't even finish top 10.
Carlo's watching. What's up, Carlo?
What's up, bro?
You've used his pit before, I believe.
Yeah, I used it in after Thanksgiving. We were with some family in San Antonio, cook-off about 3 miles away from their house. David calls Carlo up, hooks me up with that the other porch trailer that he has. He has a what is it called? A loco smoker on.
Loco, yeah.
Yeah, man, that thing's a beast, man. Like everybody's cooked on that thing. Carlos, what's his name? Chris Davis kicked ass in that trailer, and
it's got some good mojo.
Huh?
It's got some good mojo.
It does, and we went to San Antonio, cooked in it, and we reserved the cook-off there.
Nice. Which one?
It was called it was like a Shriners Club cook-off. Okay. It was a good payout, so like I didn't take my trailer, nothing, I just wanted to go. It was a good payout. Let's try it out. And I was thinking, after Thanksgiving, nobody's gonna cook it, nobody's gonna be there. That
was you and AJ. Like he GC'd, you RGC'd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. God's country.
I pull up and AJ's there, Ira Green's there, Sag Miller's there, Caleb Warden's there. I was like, fuck, man. But it ended up being all right, man. We RGC'd it.
So. Aaron Leslie said, "What up, dog?" Dude, you fit in right with those guys. I wouldn't worry about anybody as a Gonzalez family barbecue team rolling in there. You guys, y'all are right up there with the best in Texas. I feel, it's
sometimes we are.
I know, but hey, any given Saturday, right? But for the most, right. I would put you guys up there for sure.
Appreciate it, man.
So for those that don't know you very well, you guys are down in the valley, but you don't stay down there. You guys, I've seen you all over Texas. What's that mentality like? What I see a lot of teams that are in the valley kind of stay down there. You don't. You and your wife don't. Y'all travel.
There's a bunch of killers down here in the valley, bro. That's why I don't stay down here.
Kerry Clark, they're legit. I agree 100%.
Trying to avoid all the killers down here in the valley, dude. So I try to get out of here every once in a while.
Oh man, I don't know, but you rolling up north and finding other killers up.
Yeah, I know. There's killers everywhere.
There are killers everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think I've seen you guys in San Antonio, obviously, and Uvalde. You've been there before.
Yeah.
Where do we just see you in Hondo?
You're
all over, man. You don't make it to Houston very much, though, do you?
No, we don't. But I want to this year. I'll probably go to a couple of them in Houston. I've told my wife, and so we'll see. We'll pick one, see what's a good one out there, and go hit it up.
I will come down. I'll be there in February for Smoking on the Rio.
On the Rio, yeah. I signed up yesterday for it, so
Nice. Midland's gonna be performing out there.
I know one song from Midland, and I want to go.
That's it. It's a good one. Which one? Drinking Problem?
Yes.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The only song I know.
Oh man, I don't know. What you drinking there? Corona?
Yeah, drinking some Coronas.
How's what's New Year's Eve like over where you're at tonight?
Dude, our family bought maybe $1,000 worth of firecrackers, so it gets good over here, man.
Nice. When you gonna start lighting them up?
Around midnight's when we let them go, and we got the menudo going right now. I got a brisket I'm gonna slice up in a little. Yeah, we're just snacking and drinking and jamming out, having a good time.
You got to drop a slice in the menudo.
Yeah, all right, no, right?
I'm telling you, man, that sounds great. That sounds awesome. So what's looking forward to 2023? Where are you going to be here in the next couple months? You got your schedule planned out? How many? I'm going to ask 3 parts here. How many events did you do last year? What are your goals for 23, and what do you got lined out here coming up?
I think we did maybe it was 17 or 18 cook-offs that we did last year. I don't know. I don't think I'll do. I'm maybe no more than 20 this year, but I'll do some IBCA this year. I'll do CBA, and we'll see.
What makes you choose between the two?
The payouts. Yeah, the payouts. Cool trophies too. Try to get some cool trophies. So
yeah.
The one that I'm thinking about going to is that Dennis Butterworth's.
Yep.
On the 13th, I think.
That's 21st area. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm bummed because I'm gonna miss the Seguin cook-offs.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be there.
What? Are you in the top 10 on any of the categories?
No, man.
No,
we stuck.
I thought you were.
No.
Well,
so I'm keen, and then I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really planned anything out, so we'll just play by ear and hit the road.
Los is in the house. He says, "What's up,
Carlos?"
Aaron Leslie said, "What up, dog?" He said, "Yes, you are. Cook them, bro." I don't, what's he talking about?
So we're going to the Spurs game, man. That's why I'm gonna miss the Seguin. So I'm still trying to pull it off because it's only 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I gotta convince the wife, the boss, man. You know how it is.
The TikTok queen.
Yeah.
Grant Neal, Mr. Hollywood. He's going to be closing it out the show tonight. He'll be ringing in the new year with us. He is from Australia.
Wow.
From the future. He's going to be checking in with us. He's 18 hours ahead of us, so it's already New Year's Day. I think he's already recovered or recovering from a hangover from New Year's last night. Because he didn't answer me till just recently, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm getting over my hangover." So he had a good night last night, and we're gonna have one tonight. Yeah, he said, "Yeah, boy." Yeah. Yes.
Since Thursday, bro. Thursday night, yesterday night, tonight again.
What are you talking about? Today's Saturday, right? It is Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
The days just
okay. I don't know, bro. I've been drinking every night, so.
Spoiler from the future, China wins. You're not that far ahead, Grant. Come on. You're not that far ahead of us. Cesar Mejia's in the house. He says, "Who's this guy?"
Cesar. What's up, bro?
He killed it in Hondo.
Dude.
What a cool deal for him.
Would he get 4 calls, something like that, or 3 calls?
I think he got 3. And they were pretty solid in that crowd. That's
Oh yeah.
He had himself a day.
Second rib there, I'll take that.
What's that?
Second rib at Chupacabra.
Did he have a second rib too?
No, I did.
Oh, you did.
You had a first rib.
Oh, that's right. Yes. That was awesome. That was cool. You did have a second rib. We talked about that day. I was asking you, how'd you feel about everything? I don't know if you were that excited going into it. I never am, though. I was like,
I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way.
Are you going to be at San Antonio this year?
I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. There's a local one down here, and I'm already signed up for it. So
I think we got the boot.
yeah,
We got kicked off the team.
they kicked us off, bro.
Kicked us off. Carlo was watching. I don't know, Carlo. Yes,
That was a good time though.
that was a great time. Thank you. Shout out to Carlo with Casanova. We were part of the Devil's River team last year. They've got a lot of spots this year. I saw that. I will be there this year. I'll be cooking with Texas Original Charcoal with Joey.
Right.
I'm excited to be back out there this year. That's a badass event. As far as a big one that you go to. What other events in 23 are you looking forward to, or you're planning on attending? Smoking on the Rio is going to be a big one.
Smoking on the Rio for sure. That's going to be a good one. I hope the weather is good. Last year it was brutal, man.
I didn't even see you. That's how
Yeah.
brutal it was. Nobody came out of their trailers.
No, like after awards, we left everything there and we went home and we just came back the next day and
Did you really?
yeah, we left right after awards. It was too cold, man.
It
So
was wet, cold, and windy
all day,
all day.
whole cook off. It was bad, and we got a good spot. Like we're under the pavilion, so or I put my pits under the pavilion.
I was out in it. It sucked.
Yeah, you were out in the open.
We were out in the open on that parking lot, and I had to I cooked. Did I cook outside that day? Obviously, I have to. My trailer is not a cooking trailer. But yeah, I remember just being in there and just not wanting to go outside. I was like, I do not even want to check my temp right now. Whatever it is, it is.
So I've done smoking on the Rio, like, I don't know, maybe like 6 years, and never gotten a call there. But, you always got to do it.
Yeah.
It's a good cook-off. And last year was the first year we got a chicken call. I don't even remember what chicken call we got. We got a chicken call, and then we finished 6th overall.
Nice.
So
how's that feel? Because I have an event to where I never get a call, and I attend every year.
I mean, it was awesome.
To finally get that one call.
Yeah, finally get. I've always wanted a smoking on the Rio plaque.
Yeah.
Always wanted one of those. Finally got one, and then we finished 6th overall. It's icing on the cake right there.
That is, and I can't imagine. I'm sure that monkey off your back. I'm excited to finally get a call at the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. That will happen one day. One day it will, and when it does, I'm going to be excited, just like you were. Yeah, those plaques at Smoking on the Rio were awesome.
Yeah,
and they gave out a package of sausage this year too.
Yeah, they were giving out chorizo at the awards.
That's what it was, chorizo. Yes. That was awesome. What a great event. I can't wait to go back. And we need to attend Midland together.
Yeah, bro. Let's do it.
That'll be fun. We'll have your wife make some TikToks, and we'll go out there and hang out and watch Midland. And
I won a couple of buckles, so I'm gonna wear one out to the concert.
All right. Well, you need to make that happen, even though you're going to the Spurs game. It is only, I don't even know if it's 30 minutes away. It's closer than that.
It probably is.
It's closer than that. Drop your trailer, go to the game, come back, or go early and do all your injections and stuff, and then, dude, you could do it. You could totally.
I'm gonna call Carlos, see if he'll let me use his trailer again.
Carlo, if you're still watching, can you use your
bro?
I think Carlo will be there.
Everybody's gonna be there, bro. Everybody except for me, because my wife's watching right now. I know she is. Please, babe, let me go.
Is she not with you tonight?
Yeah, she's next door.
Oh, she's next door. Okay. Yes. And Carlo Calzadas has dropped the trailer at my house. Carlos, will you drag it to Seguin? I mean, I don't know. Where's he? No, he's further away. Where's he live?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he lives.
All right. Well, Butter just checked in. You said you're going to try to make his event that's coming up in January.
I'm going to try to do it. I've been talking to my wife about that one.
Nice.
I have some cool trophies. So like I said, I like cool trophies.
Carlos is in San Antonio. He goes, yes, I will drive it over.
Damn.
Go Spurs, go. I mean, don't they suck right now?
Yeah, they're bad.
They're bad.
They're playing the Alamo Dome. That's why my wife got tickets, and our cousins are going to be there too. So,
all right. Well, let's
see.
make that happen, buddy. Let's make that. You guys need to attend that the Worlds, CBA Worlds, and it's a world championship.
It is.
It's from Canada and Mexico, and you can be an international team apparently.
So is Smoking on the Rio, right? This year it's a world championship.
It is a world championship. I'm wondering about some of that stuff right now. Is how many of them are going to be classified as world championships? But anything else before we let you go? Anything did you want to bring up before we get you out of here, Bo?
I'm ready to go back and get back at the party.
Okay, you ready to go pop some fireworks and get on, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you in January. Either I want to see you in Seguin. Let's go. Make that happen.
We'll try, man. We'll try.
You need to do it. Hey, congratulations on a pretty solid year.
Yeah, appreciate.
What are your goals this year, 23? You gonna chase?
We'll see. I mean, if I'm in the position to, I will.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think you will be. That's what I kind of figured. That's what kind of happened with us.
Yeah.
Midway, and you're like, all right, well, we can make this happen. Cesar said, do not lose a digit. Don't be that dumb.
Yeah.
All right, Bubba. Hey, thanks for checking in. Gonzalez Family Barbecue, Rini Gonzalez. Thank you very much. Tell your wife I said hello, and we'll see you in January.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right, Bubba. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Later, man.
All right, there he was. Rini Gonzalez Family Barbecue. All right, so we are now an hour and 21 minutes into the show. We're going to have Butter from War Pig Barbecue, and he is the VP of IBCA. He'll be on here in just a minute at, I told him, 10:30. He is a professional. He's already in the green room. However, this is a long show, so I'm going to take a quick break. We'll take a quick 3-minute break, and when I come back, we're going to have Dennis Butterworth with War Pig Barbecue. Let me pull this banner down, and I'll get Butter up here in just a minute. And we're going to take a quick 3-minute break because I got to pee. All right.
hello there. I'm Dennis Butterworth with Warpick Barbecue, but you can call me Butter, and you're listening and watching the So Smoking Gooder Show with Rob Arocha.
All right, that was Butter, but we have him live in person. Thank you guys for sticking around the break. I hope you're enjoying this Rob Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve show. And Butter,
What's up?
what do you
Hopefully
do?
you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey,
How are
so,
you?
man, I'm loving life right now. We are at my parents' house, the house of Sergeant Butter. We came over here. Me and, hey, get over here. There she is. There's Mo.
Hi.
So we came over here. We're just going to have a quick brisket sandwich and maybe drink a few beers. And now I don't even know what time it is. And we're still here. We've been playing left, right, center for the last 3 hours, losing money. And then look, I mean, these are, I don't know if you can see them.
We can see
Those
him.
are like 75-year-olds over there, still up, going strong, drinking beer, playing left, right, center, blowing my inheritance. You know, my sister's in there taking all my money too. So having a good time, man. How's it going over there?
Going well, man. We're doing our second annual New Year's Eve show. Thanks for coming on and being a part of it, man. You've got a lot of stuff going on with you, man. We just wanted to check in. And what is this Sergeant Butter shirt you're wearing right there?
Look at that dude. Look at that dude.
Hi, bud.
Wally Wayne's in the house.
Wally. Hello, Wally.
I got lucky enough. Yeah. So Sergeant Butter, got fireworks going everywhere, man. We're in Highlands, Texas, so in the hood, if you know what I'm talking about, Highlands hood. Sergeant Butter is a concept that I came up with based on, you know, like I really wanted an all-purpose rub. And I really enjoyed the rubs that were out there, the salt, pepper, garlic, butter, you know, the coarse black pepper. Randy Davis, back in the old days, used to make one, and it was like Uncle Elmer's, and it had real butter buds in it. You know, it was really good. I used to love that rub. So, you know, you get to a point when you're making rubs, you're like, you need one that everybody can use on anything. So I came out, formulated it, used real dehydrated butter, double garlic in it, put some onion in it, put some coarse black pepper, and a little bit of sugar and some salt, and it's really, really good, man. I love it. I've been running it for almost a year now, because that's how we do all of our products. You know that. You know, like we like to test them out before anybody knows about it. What's funny is I posted a picture somewhere, and Chris Davis sent me a text. He's like, hey, and it just had a little picture, like the shaker was in the background, you know, and it just said like War Pig test shaker or something. And he circled, he goes, what's that? And can I, if you need me to help you test it out, let me know. I'll use it at the Royal. And I was like, how'd you see that? You know, like I forgot to hide it, you know, but it's funny. Like we've been running that forever. It helped us at the Royal get on the stage. It's helped us immensely. You know, it's the first, I always wanted to have that 3-level rubs, you know, your base, your savory, and your sweet. And now I've got it with the Sergeant Butter. I've got, you know, the ham grenade and the bull zuka, and you can just flip-flop the bull zuka and ham grenade depending on the meat you're using. So it's been exciting. And Sergeant Butter, this is our character for it. I've got 2 characters. This is the first one we're kind of trying out. I just, you know, I love to create these cool characters. I told the artist, hey, Sergeant Butter is a Vietnam era machine gun made completely of butter. And that's all I told him. And this is what he came up with. And it was the first shot. And I was like, dude, that's freaking killer. Because I wanted it to kind of have a vintage look. So
it looks great. I like
man, that's a cool dude, right?
Let's put you solo so people can see it.
There you go.
There we go.
There's Sergeant Butter. Yeah, elite barbecue rub. I'm telling you, man, you pour, like, if you use this as your base, like on steak or brisket, when you sprinkle it on, you just see the butter hydrate immediately because it's real butter. It's dehydrated. So it immediately hydrates and it binds. That's your binder. It binds everything that you put on top of that. And it is freaking good. And then might as well throw some popcorn in the microwave and sprinkle it on there because it's freaking good. I love it. I can't wait. I've got the labels being printed. They're going to be done next week, and then we go to the factory and they're going to bottle it up. So we should be ready for retail within the next, say, 2-3 weeks.
That's awesome. Butter, you know.
Yeah, and Sergeant Butter, my dad, you know, I pay tribute to him on the bottle.
My dad he was a Vietnam War era sergeant in the Army. You know, he was my role model for joining the Army, and I never told him what I was doing. I told my mom and my sister, hey, I'm going to make this rub. I'm going to call it Sergeant Butter, and I'm going to dedicate it to Dad. And it was his birthday a while back, and I brought him a picture of the label, and he didn't take time to read it where it says dedicated to my dad.
Oh, nice.
You know, Army Sergeant Richard Butterworth. And so he calls me like 2 hours later on the way home. He's like, did you seriously put my name on a product label? And I said, yeah, that was the whole point of that gift. Like the look of disappointment on your eye when I handed you the picture. You know, it's like, I was so deflated. He goes, this is the best present ever. So it's awesome. I love it.
That's a great tribute to your dad, obviously. Carrie Clark, thanks for your service, both of you.
Thanks, Carrie.
And your dad. It's awesome. You know, we talked about this on the show before. I feel like, you know, I was with the ground level when you were doing food bar with. But now, how many lines you got now? How many sauces you have out?
So I still have the four core sauces, right? We've got FUBAR. We got the FUBAR Flamethrower, which is the spicy version. And then I've got the Snafu, the orange pineapple chipotle, which is our chicken sauce, which killed it for us. When I finally figured out how to cook chicken again, and I started hitting those walks, Snafu just really brought me home with it. And then I've got 50 cal, which most people know. I mean, it's the number one selling sauce there is, and especially in terms of beef. I mean, it's if you're in Texas and you're not using 50 cal, there's something going on. So everybody's using it, and I love it because I know when you use it and you post pictures of your brisket and you'll tag not you, but people will tag every product in the world and leave 50 cal out of it because they want to keep it a secret. And I love it because I know. And it's like, cool, man. You know, I appreciate you using it. I don't need you to tag me and give me love for it. I know what it looks like when you use it, and it's an amazing product.
If it's dark and wet, it's probably
if it's black and shiny, like a new little shiny piece of coal, I know exactly that you used it, and I love it. I mean, it's awesome, and people have started like mixing it with other sauces. At the Royal, I used it with a little bit of Slaps barbecue sauce on my brisket just to sweeten it up, and it gave it the color and the boldness, but added that sweetness, and that's how I hit top 20 in brisket at the Royal with it. And we learned, we went to the Invitational, and I said, let's just give them all Texas flavors. You're the arrogant Texan, right? You're just going to send those Texas flavors in and see how they do it. We got our ass kicked, of course. And we knew it was going to happen.
Like it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're gonna take it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna give me the crown. Well, we didn't get the crown. So the next day I told Pop, I said, hey, man, let's sweeten it up a bit, but still stick to our sauces. And it worked out in our favor, thank God. We heard our name called. So, you know how it is. It's always amazing to get your name called out there amongst all those giants. So that's that's the sauces we have. The new rub that's coming out. I've got a chicken rub coming out right behind it, which will really kind of complete my barbecue rub line for a while. And then I'll have steak rubs coming out after that. But I've got a new sauce I haven't really told anybody about. And it's not for competition barbecue. It's just for cooking and eating, right? It's a Japanese style barbecue sauce. If you think about like when you go to a teppanyaki place like Benihana, you order steak and shrimp, and they squirt that sauce over it. It tastes just like that. It's amazing. It's got a little bit of sesame. It's got fresh ginger, fresh garlic, not powdered ginger, not powdered garlic. It's actually fresh ginger, fresh garlic, fresh scallions in it. It's an amazing sauce. We've been using it a lot on our open dishes, on our wings, and we use it on steak when we cook it. So hopefully that's going to come out in the next month or two once I get the labels made.
Did Fong help you with that?
No, I don't even know if I've even let Fong try it yet because I'm scared he'd try to replicate it. And put
it needs to be Fong approved.
Yeah. It's good, man. I love it, and it's because it's different. Us guys, we all eat the same barbecue sauce all the time, and you get tired of it. And I got on this Asian kick where I was just eating random Asian restaurants, and I just fell in love with the flavors. And that's definitely something that I was like, all right, we're going to try to make a Japanese sauce. And then, of course, you know how I am with branding everything.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry. Good to see you, brother.
Dankeschön.
In the house. Clarence's better half. Hello, Miss Alicia.
Hey, how's it going? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So when I was thinking about the barbecue sauce for the Japanese style, like, what are you going to call it? You know, like, I've got all these clever names. You know, it's what I'm known for, is creating something fun. And
What's up,
I really wanted to pay tribute to
a Japanese soldier.
So I started researching like legendary Japanese soldiers, and then I started researching legendary Japanese American soldiers, right? And I came across
this unit. They're called the 442. It's the 442nd
Combat Regiment. It's the most decorated Army regiment of all time, and they were in World War II. I want to say there was less than 10,000 of them total,
and they had over 25 medals of honor in that group.
Wow.
And not to mention all the Bronze Stars, the Silver Stars. I mean, it's a long list. And I was just blown away how we've never heard of these guys. Then when you realize they were all first-generation Japanese Americans
that went to war in World War II to fight against the Japanese. And they fought, I mean, hardcore. They were an amazing group of warriors. And it was so cool to read their story. And I'm amazed that we don't have a movie about these guys, right? Like so the sauce will be called the 442. And I know a lot of people will be like, when they see it, like 442, is that like a Mopar engine, you know, like the old car? But I'll have a little blurb on the label to explain why I picked that name, and hopefully that somebody will catch it and realize, man, these guys paid a nice tribute to our family. So
that's really cool, and the thoughts that you put into your labeling is pretty awesome. And yeah, if you guys are not checking out, a lot of questions. Not everything can be found at HEB, but how about these new products, or where can they find all the stuff that's not available? What is it at HEB, and where can they find the other stuff?
Yeah, so the products at HEB are still ham grenade or spice rub, and then FUBAR, flamethrower, and snafu, the ones that's been in there for a while. We still submit every new product to them, and it's always up to HEB. It's a business decision for those guys on what they want to bring in and what they don't bring in. And there's a lot of behind the scenes things with the bigger companies. You know, it costs money to put your product on the shelf. And so I never take it personally when my stuff gets rejected. I always push it and tell them, look, you know, this 50 cal's the best product out there, but you know, you got to realize their customers are just backyard cooks. You know, that's who they market to, everybody. And so we try to steer it in their direction. But, you know, in the meantime, I've got it in the meat markets, the Stone Colds, the Mahjocks, the chopping block, and I've got it in, you know, some of the Ace Hardwares and some of the smaller stores. We're also on Walmart.com. Yeah, we've been on Walmart.com for a year now. It was just something I slowly tested out because Walmart called me and wanted to put me in the store, and they said, hey, let's get you online first and see how you do, and then we'll figure out where all your orders come from, and those are the stores we'll kind of gear you towards. So we've been shipping on Walmart.com for a while now. We're in AFES,
which is the Armed Forces Exchange. So on their website, you can order from us.
Which is free shipping if you have a government ID or you're a veteran. So you can go on there and order. And it's awesome because it's free shipping, and they just drop ship it straight from our office to wherever you're at. And then, you know, another new and exciting
thing for 2023 is we're going to be in Kroger. And Kroger, the Dallas region of Kroger, which is about 110 stores from Shreveport, Louisiana, all through the Dallas and North Texas. They picked us up, and I submitted every product to them, including Sergeant Butter, 442, the ones that I don't even have yet.
Nice.
And you know, we'll see. I believe they're going to take them all because they've told me they're going to take them all. So we'll see when it hits the shelves. You know, you don't know until it actually hits the shelf. But
I am excited for that Sergeant Butter. You said salt, pepper, garlic.
Yeah,
grated butter. Dude, that's gonna be awesome. That's a great base layer for a lot of stuff.
It is, man. It's so good. And I get mad at myself because I always called myself a sauce guy, right? Like I've always focused on making all these sauce flavors, but I make really good rubs. And every once in a while I'll sit down, I'm like, man, come out with another rub. You know, rubs are easier to make than sauces. You know, it takes a little bit more. And so I was like, all right, I've got my chicken rub is called Little Bird, you know, which is a play on the Special Forces helicopter, Little Bird. that they fly the Navy SEALs in. So that'll be coming out next, and then the Sergeant Butter, and then I've got this really cool line of steak rubs we're going to launch at some point. And I've already got all the names picked out for all the steak rubs, so I'm really excited about those. But yeah, and then the sauces, I think we're going to do a premium line of sauces next, starting with the 442 and then seeing what else I can come out with. I've teased the mustard sauce. I've teased the white barbecue sauce for like 2 years now, maybe 3 years. And so I've got those kind of sauces lined up. I finally found a co-packer that believes in fresh ingredients and is willing to put it in some really nice 10-ounce squirt bottles. So all these new sauces will be in these really beautiful squirt bottles where you can just squirt it across your product. You don't have to worry about pouring it and then brushing it on. So it's really nice.
Hey, I got you for like 2 more minutes. You got Houston coming up. How are things going with that? And
Houston's fun. It's always a challenge, right? So we've got my cook-off coming up January 20th, 21st, which is the War Pig Winter Battle, IBCA State Championship, 100% payback. We've already exceeded the minimum for the Jack Daniels for a state championship. So we keep those entries coming in. We got plenty of room. We got room for 90 at Tomball. And then we've got Humble the weekend after that. The CBA, which is, our very first sanctioned cook-off in 2009. That we ever did. So we always do Humble. And I was lucky enough to win it 1 year, and I've done pretty well there. So I'm really looking forward to that one again. And then the focus really shifts towards Houston. So that's the last 2 I'm going to do before Houston, because you know how we do it, man. We got to throw that huge party. It's a lot of planning and a lot of, logistics going into it. And I always try to one up what we did the previous year with something bigger and better. And I've got some really cool stuff coming for our tent. I can't wait to show you guys what we're going to do. We got some really cool t-shirts and swag. We're going to set up a merchandise station where you can buy shirts and hats and hoodies, and all the money's going to go to Folds of Honor. So, and then we're going to have the 12-foot Jumbotron up there where it'll keep a running tally every time we have money going up. It'll show how much we've raised for the whole weekend. So I'm really excited about that, because you know how we do it. We love to donate money back to these veterans charities. And with Houston, we've partnered with Folds of Honor to really push their fundraising campaign as much as we can. So that's it, man. Houston is the big thing. And if anybody needs the best team out there to sponsor it, is definitely check out War Pig Barbecue. I mean, you can shoot me an email at dennis@warpigbarbecue.com, or if you can't remember that, sales@warpigbarbecue.com, info@warpigbarbecue.com. Either way, hit me up on Facebook. We'd love to have you sponsor us. At some point, we got to cut off our sponsorships because we don't believe in overselling our tent. We don't like the long lines. We like to have plenty of room for everybody to come in and party and have a good time.
You're gonna have a hard time topping what you did last year. Last year was amazing. The parachute in the
the 90-foot parachute that we had. We still got it. It's coming back.
Your container bar area was solid.
Yeah.
Your raised flooring, everything about it first class. You did a great job out there.
I appreciate that. We got the bar coming back. Daryl Tracy finished the wrap, so it's done. So it'll look a little bit different than it did last year, which is nice. The best thing is Crown Royal, and the company that owns Crown Royal and all these other brands is back to sponsors for 2023. So we've got Don Julio, Crown Royal, George Dickel, Bullet Bourbon, all these premium liquors coming to our tent, and it's going to be amazing. Crown Royal is taking over our VIP lounge. It's going to be the Crown Royal VIP lounge, and they're going to decorate it for us. So it's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff moving in the right direction for us, and it's amazing. I mean, I'm always blessed with Houston because a friend of mine gave me that spot and turned it over to me in 2020 after I had cooked on his. We did everything on his team for a while, and so we try to show him that, hey, War Pig's got it under control, and we're going to throw the coolest party out there.
Y'all do. Last year we did our Wednesday night show from there. I don't know what you got planned for this year, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we could do that Wednesday night, man. It's all about getting all the teams out there together and have a good time once we're done setting up. So
that was fun. Hey, Butter, we need to get you on for a full show. 15 minutes is not long enough ever. Coming on to this New Year's Eve, second annual Rob Clark's New Year's Eve Rockin' Eve.
Rob Clark. Yeah. Woo! Let's go. Happy New Year's, everybody. Rob, we'll check in again. Let's do a full show. I'd love to talk everything that's going on with IBCA and competition barbecue. You can get some of your CBA guys online. We can just kind of tell the barbecue world what everybody's working on for next year and how we can make the sport of competition barbecue even better than what it is now. And it's exciting, man. There's so many great things in the Texas competition barbecue. So
100%.
Huh?
Introduce Sergeant Butter.
Hey, I don't know if you can see him, but Dad, raise your hand. I don't know if you can see my dad. He's way back there. That's Sergeant Butter.
Sergeant Butter. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a safe New Year. Thanks for coming on, and we'll catch up real quick.
All right, guys. Y'all be safe. Thank you.
Later, bud.
All right.
All right, there it was. That was Dennis Butterworth with War Pig Barbecue checking in on the second annual New Year's Rockin' Eve. All right, let's keep it going. 10:50 on time. We're going to have another world champion in the house. What's up, Adam? My cousin Adam checking in. Happy New Year. Best of luck to everyone on another great year coming up. Absolutely. Let me get his banner coming up.
Yeah.
We are now joined by another world champion. Makes number 3 on the night. Travis Duffy from Last
What
Call
up?
Heroes. What is up, buddy? What are you doing?
We're drinking bourbon and partaking in a few other illegal activities on New Year's. What are you up to?
I am drinking. I'm not partaking in illegal activities tonight, but hey,
Why? Why not?
because I'm not living. I'm not
New
living.
Year's.
I'm not living life like you are, apparently. How are things, man? Where are you? Tell everybody where you're at again. You're in Idaho? No.
Fuck. South Dakota, man. We know Idaho. We don't do potatoes. Man, we grow cows and we cook barbecue, man. Here's South Dakota. I'm trying to get my camera here.
South Dakota. There it was. I'm sorry. Not Idaho. Anything north of Kansas.
Sorry, there's been alcohol consumed. So we're struggling with the camera.
What do we got going on back there? Is that a bar?
Well, we made it a bar. It's a kitchen, but we made it a bar. Yeah.
All right, very nice. You got family over. What's happened at the Duffy household?
We're over at my buddy's house for a New Year's party right now, and I crashed it with the So Smoking Gooders show. And told
Absolutely, bro.
It's just crashing the house for your podcast right now.
I appreciate that. And can we get everybody to say hi real quick? What
up? Yeah, it's like by the Christmas tree. You definitely know you're not at my house. We don't have a Christmas tree. That would require us to quit cooking barbecue contest long enough to put a tree up. We know that shit don't happen. Yeah, so we go to other people's houses where it looks festive.
There you go. Hey, Travis, hell of a year again.
Thank you, man.
How do you feel about your 22 season this year?
You want my honest opinion?
Absolutely.
I had I felt I was very consistent this year. Felt we had good cooks, and our first half of the season went well. For some reason, in July, we just lost a little consistency for some reason. We weren't getting the top 5s. We were more 6 to 10, which probably shouldn't be bitching about either. But you know me, I set some pretty high standards. But
right.
So we struggled a little bit coming into the Royal, and maybe didn't have the Royal finish that we wanted. But, that gave us the motivation to get after it at the Jack, and got us come home with a perfect score and a first place rib at the Jack. Finished the year off very well. I was very happy about that.
So as somebody that is a world champion and has a lot of success, especially at the American Royal, I remember researching you the last time you were on the show, and you hit a reserve grand champion, then you followed up with a grand champion, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I would fucking tell you, you know how bad I wanted to follow up that grand champion? Man, I was a rib score away from it too, man. The ribs were nemesis this year, but hey, it capped off a year. So, at the end of the day, getting a first place trophy at the Jack was very special. So
on your nemesis ribs too.
Yeah, man. The one that got me at the Royal saved my ass at the Jack. So at the end of the year, we got to be happy with what we did. So yeah, there's a little disappointment, but we got to be happy with what we did this year. At the end of the day, I mean, my first trip to the Jack to come home with a first place trophy. I mean, look at it this way. The ancillary categories are great, but let's be honest. We come to the Jack for 5 trophies. You got 4 first place category trophies and a grand and a reserve trophy.
Yep.
We took one of them home. What else can we do? You know?
No, that's solid, man. That is solid. So let's look ahead to 23. Where your season doesn't begin like our season, right? You have to pick and choose where you're going. How many contests did you do last year?
Yeah, as much as I'd love to hook onto my trailer and come down and cook some CBA stuff with you guys, you know, seeing you guys still cooking, man, we're going to take a couple month break. We'll probably start up in probably early March down in Kansas, and that's where all season will start. We'll hope to get about 20 in next year. And my goal is, I had so much fun at the Jack last year. It was such a amazing experience. I got to get back there. I know my path is what I could do to get there, and it's my goal to get out there, make shit happen, and get it done.
What is that path? Is it going to be 7?
Well, no. Probably my most realistic path to get into the Jack this year would probably be the South Dakota State Auto.
Okay.
Right now, there is no South in this season of draw.
He'll win again.
Yeah. Well, this is my buddy Calvin. He's actually OG last
He'll win every
Heroes.
time.
He cooked the first contest with us. So it's
What's up,
kinda
Calvin?
Cool to have him on there. But my easiest way in is if I can shut out other South Dakota teams and get the South Dakota State Auto. Right now, my good buddy David Ellis there's 2 of the 3 qualifying South Dakota contests for the next year of the Jack have already happened. The same cook has won both of those. I either need him to win the last one or I win it, and then have no other South Dakota KCBS team win, and I'll get the state auto. That's my easiest way in, but you know me, I don't do anything easy. I'm going to drive around the country and cook as hard as I can to try to get back.
How many teams do you think are going to show up at that South Dakota event?
That last contest, we'll probably about 50 teams, I suppose.
Okay. Well, that's nothing. That's not 500 like the Royal.
No, man. As a matter of fact, I wish they'd get another 50. I love big contests. Those ones that, you know, your small ones, they're the hardest ones to win, actually. A 25-team contest, I hate cooking them. You got to be so perfect at them. Might be weird because they're the hardest ones to win.
No, it's a conversation that we've had on this show before. But you know, I go to a 17, 18 team contest and I feel good about it, but I always get my ass whooped in those things.
Yeah. It's just, there's just so many stupid, weird variables that you can't control in them that they're just no. Give me 80, 90, 100 teams at least. You know.
Shout out to Bill Purvis in the house. He's
what up?
He said Duffy.
Merry Christmas, Bill, and Happy New Year. Hopefully, fucking fuel gets down and we can cook more next year, man. I fucking enjoy cooking around with that guy.
I know where Bill is right now. He is in Hempstead. Guess what he's doing right now? He's about to go to bed probably because he's got a contest in the morning. He's cooking. He's at a contest right now in Hempstead, Texas.
That is awesome.
A Sunday event because we're all off on Monday for the new year. So crazy. I guess
we're bringing that competition with.
I guess that would technically be
right now. We are actually enjoying some Jack Daniel's single barrel from the Jack Daniel's Invitational.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
As awesome. A matter of fact, let's get the bottle here. There we go. Little single barrel select.
Is that engraved?
Yep, we got that. Last call Heroes barbecue engraving on there.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That is what we're doing. We're hoping for a good 2023 by having a little bit of the joys of the end of 2022.
That's awesome. So are you in Central Time Zone? Where are you at?
Yep,
right now?
we are Central Time Zone.
All right, so we got one more hour before the new year checks in. I got nobody from the East Coast, so that's fine. You know, everybody's west of me. So we got one more hour. Yeah, Bill Purvis, yes, sir. Happy New Year, Duff and Rob and Dobby. Yes, absolutely. Bill, good luck tomorrow. Go win the first event of 2023. That's got to be the first event of 2023. I don't know about that. Look at you guys. You guys are partying. I love it.
Yeah. We got probably a good 15 people here, and we're having a good time.
So I remember you telling me you weren't able to make the Houston rodeo event. A little too far south for you.
Yeah, man, it just didn't line up. I, obviously regret. It's a once in a lifetime experience. To be 100% honest, one of probably my main driving factors to, motivations to get back and try to win the American Royal again is to maybe get another opportunity to go to Houston where I can take a more serious swing at getting the logistics and the financial part of it lined up so we can drive halfway across the country and cook it.
It is halfway across.
It's a big undertaking for a South Dakota boy to cook it, but we also are up to the challenge too. It just kind of caught me off guard last year. We all go to the Royal and want to win it or and have the intention to, but it kind of caught me off guard winning it 2021 a little bit. I can't say it was the year that I would have preferred to win it, but it's not like I was going to turn it down either, right?
Hell no.
I hope someday that maybe I have another swing at the Houston Rodeo, even if it's not through the American Royal, if I can cook with another team or experience it somehow. Houston and Memphis are both bucket list items, I think, like every one of us in barbecue. And San Antonio out here is pretty cool too. So
San Antonio is a fun, badass event as well. It feels just like all the majors, man. It's definitely one that needs to be a world championship. Johnny Maggs, Happy New Year from the Northeast. He's a postal servant.
Awesome.
And he's also
man. The one thing I learned from going to the Jack is never discount some of these contests and opportunities. Over the years, I probably never put a bunch of emphasis on the Jack in my career, because it was so hard to get in, and I never really thought I'd have the opportunity. But after I had the opportunity to go there and the experience of the Jack, it was amazing. Not to discredit the American Royal at all. It's barbecue's biggest family reunion, but the Jack is just special the way the Jack is. I mean, it's an experience, right? And I know that Houston is an experience just like that, or in its own right, in San Antonio and Memphis. So absolutely, in my barbecue career right now, my goal necessarily isn't so much how many trophies I can collect. I'm running out of fucking room for them. More is collecting experiences, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's some of your best experiences? What is barbecue afforded you? We got about 3 more minutes with you, but what is barbecue afforded Travis Duffy and Last Call Heroes? Man, you guys had some amazing moments. Some of the best moments that people dream about.
Yeah, man, being able to walk, 2 of, the 3 or 4 biggest stages in barbecue, in my career is something that is very humbling and something that I'll never take lightly. If I never get to walk a big stage again, I've probably done it more than I probably deserve, So, yeah, the experiences at the American Royal, Kansas Speedway is very special to me. Obviously, anybody who knows me in my younger years, I drank a lot of Jack Daniels prior, to growing up a little bit. So that's probably a little hollow ground, even though I don't drink near as much Jack as I used to. It's still some hollow ground. So that was a very special thing to be able to experience cooking on those grounds.
That's amazing, bro. And you've had some of the best experiences out there in the barbecue scene. South Dakota is not really known for barbecue, but you should. Any thoughts of taking advantage of that and maybe turning it into a business up there?
Yeah, right now I'm enjoying doing my classes and kind of spreading love of KCBS stuff, but I can't sit here and tell you no. I can't say that I have a desire to do the restaurant stuff, but we're always looking at ways that we can grow our name and our brand, and not just grow us, but find more ways that we can be involved in the world of barbecue. So I hope that maybe we can even grow ourselves within the Kansas City barbecue scene somehow. In the future, I don't know what that would look like, but it would be cool to, be involved in that a little more somehow.
Awesome. Cody's checking in. What's up, Cody? First time I've seen your name on the show. Thanks for checking in. We do our shows mainly on Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 8:00 Central. But we're having a special show on New Year's Eve, our second annual. So Cody's checking in. What's up? I'll see you in June in Huron.
That's our last South Dakota contest we're talking about that I need to get my shit together and win so I can keep my weight going towards that state auto to the Jack.
There you go, my man. I think you got a great shot. I put my money on Last Call Heroes, that's for sure.
Knock on wood, we reserved it the last 2 years. Maybe this year is our year.
Well, you've got a blueprint for reserving in GC. So I think you're going to be in good shape for that. All right, before we let you go and get back to your party, man, anybody you want to give a special shout out to?
I just want to give a shout out to all of our fans and supporters. Thanks for everybody. I want to shout out to Barbecue Heaven Fireplace Professionals, Good Charcoal Company, Dewey Defense, and Compart Family Farms, Man Meat Barbecue, and JDQ for all their support. Look forward to everybody's help along the way in 2023, and we're raring to go and snag some more trophies, hopefully.
Absolutely. Travis, thanks for being a friend of the show. I'll be hitting you up again in the 2023 new year. But thanks for taking a few minutes to come on and be another world champion under
Thanks
our belt.
Rob, I had a blast tonight. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, Bub. Thanks for
Good one. Happy New Year.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right. The third world champion of the night on the So Smoking Gooder show. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good time out there. I see some new names that are checking in. Adam Dominguez, Carrie Clark. I've seen Carrie. Alicia Joseph. Thank you very much. We had Johnny Maggs check in. Bill Purvis, you should be getting some sleep, my man. You got a contest in the morning. Cody Gardner, like I mentioned, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you checking out of the show. Yeah, we do this show every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Central. Check us out. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And we talk barbecue. We talk all things barbecue. We have great roundtables occasionally, but we've got some great information from all these pit masters that come on the show and talk to us. It's a blessing to do this, and I appreciate you, each and every one of you, for checking it out. I know we don't have the strong numbers like we would on a Wednesday. People have shit to do on New Year's Eve, but I just wanted to do this second annual show to just have a little time for you guys, man. That's all. All right. And speaking of time, let me put his banner up. The guy I appreciate. First off, let me give a shout out to all of my guests, professionals. They are on here when I ask them to be. And we'll see if this keeps going. But right now, the next guy is. And there's only two more people after this. And I already know Hollywood is checking in from Australia. He's probably watching still. We're going to bring the next guest on right now. Well, I didn't want to do that one. Let's go. This one right here. Aaron Leslie, Texas Oil Dust. Hey, I'm wearing a shirt tonight.
Are you? Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Let me put this on.
Sexy son of a bitch. That's what I'm talking about.
Let me put this on solo. Texas Oil Dust. I got my shirt on tonight. I decided to sport on my self off the screen. I decided to wear my was it barbecue bod or something on the back of this thing?
Yeah. Body by barbecue.
There it is. Body by
but one slice at a time.
One slice at a time. That's exactly what I'm wearing tonight. What's up, Aaron? How are you, man?
Fucking dude, I'm 9 sheets to the wind, bitch. I want to tell you. Come on.
I got you on at 11:05 or 11:10. You're a little early, which I love. It's even great. I get a little more time with my man Aaron. We were just talking about the Jack Daniels. You got a Jack Daniels hoodie.
Fuck yeah, man.
You got that.
I lost my Jack is back from last year. It became MIA. Somebody's got it. It's a 4X. If y'all want to give it back, please let me know. So I got this one this year. So
Cody's checking. I got a Snake River Farms brisket and Compart Family Farms pork butt. All right, man. I hope it turns out.
Heck yeah. Good luck with that.
Jared McCrory loves some Barnyard Pimp and Piggy Bank.
Pimp that son of a bitch.
And Carrie's checking in. I need an Oil Dust shirt. Yes, you do. Yes,
just message me. I'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, you can find that on the website, TexasOilDust.com.
Well, right. So my buddy Whiskey Paul, he bailed on me.
What?
You know, working man, he can't hang. We're half a bottle in. He just had to bail.
So he was here and then left?
He was here, gone. See you tomorrow.
What time did he leave?
45 minutes ago.
Oh, he didn't even make it.
Yeah, he just didn't do it. That's okay. I told him I got the fort.
But was he Whiskey Paul when he left?
He could drive home.
Okay, good.
That's all. He's fine enough to drive home.
Let's hope so. All right, Aaron. So thanks for coming on the second annual.
Welcome, brother. Welcome. Hey, so wait a second. If this is the Rob Clark show, where the fuck is the Clarks? There's like 7 or 8 of them now, right there. Where are they all at?
They're cooking. They are CLARKE This is CLARK''S.
Oh, see, I thought
different
like, it was a whole, fucking whatever it is, shindig.
And you're my Ryan Seacrest, apparently.
Oh, I ain't your Ryan Seacrest. I got you, fucking Ryan Seacrest.
You're not.
Let me tell you.
You're not my Ryan Seacrest. All right, so what's going on in the Leslie household for New Year's Eve? Talk to
Tell
me.
you, man, we threw down some wings, had some hellacious charcuterie boards, and threw some pinwheels out there, little smokies and barbecue sauce. That's a tradition thing all the time.
Did you say shark coochie board?
Yeah, charcuterie. You just got to throw them in there. They both don't sound good together, but then they do. Charcuterie.
Then they do. Okay.
Then they do.
All right. So what's up with what's new with Texas Oil Dust? Anything on the horizon, or
Man,
how are things going? What's going on with that?
Things are good. We've been out of a lot of seasoning this last month and a half, and it's been kind of tough. We got hit hard for what I thought was going to be a slow Thanksgiving to a good Christmas. It came out to be a hellacious Thanksgiving and put me in a slow spot where I didn't have a lot of product that I wanted. So, it's just a time of year that's busy for everybody. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up, but I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it's just time to do what you're doing, let things kind of flow. And, there's a lot of people doing a lot of things, and man, I just want to spread the love of good barbecue. That's all I want to do. Right. So I'm going to take 23, may throw something new out there towards the middle of the year or something, but I'm just going to roll with what we got, so.
What you got is amazing, man. What you got is awesome. The Brandon oil, I'm sure, is still killing it out there. We had Butter on earlier talking about his products, which is great. I love hearing about them. But man, you've been doing it for a long, long time. And the Barnyard Pimp, the Oil Dust, the Black Gold, all of it. The Wildcatter, which I personally love. That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's what we had tonight. We had a little Oil Dust, zesty garlic. Piggy bank, wings, man, they just killed it, that char. So I took about 75 wings, and I think there's 3 flats left. So, I love my rubs. I love everybody's stuff. I think everybody's got great products out there. So I love to support anyone. And if something comes out there I want to chase and run, then I think we ought to run it. But
Bell, you didn't get the boot. I couldn't get a hold of you. However, if you're
look at that.
The link, you want to co-host with me, I'll send you the link. Let me know.
Dang. That's a hell of a party right there, I tell you. That
oh man. Yeah, last time me and Bell were together, we had a chicken bet.
We did. We had a chicken bet. Actually, I think there was 6 of us in there. So Rob did throw down their first place chicken on his dollar bill, and lo and behold, he out-snookered me from a 12th to a 1st and got that first place call.
You were feeling good. Hey,
I was feeling good. I think I even said congratulations on your rib call, because I'm going to take this chicken call. And you snuck one in there.
I think you said that word for word. I still had some time.
You still had.
It's not done yet, I think I said.
You did. You said, it ain't over with yet. There's 3 calls left. I said, good rib call, man. And then, of course, I think something changed the numbers when I said that, like karma, right, or something. So, no, man, you knocked it out of the park and you called it. So that's awesome when you can call something like
that. Yes, that is always awesome. And obviously, 150 teams, you don't expect to hit a first place.
Nah.
But, I was just kind of bullshitting at the
you
time.
Wish. You don't expect it, but you wish.
Yeah.
That.
Johnson, what's up, buddy? Checking in from North.
My boy James. Look at that boy.
Limp Brisket. Happy New Year's, guys. Thank you very much. Wildcatter is money. I 100%.
That's Team Old Dust right there, baby.
Agree. We've got my son, Eli, my firstborn, Evan, was the original Texas Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo junior champ. He was the original one back in 20. And then now Eli, who's younger, is now going to be competing in 23 for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Junior Champ. And guess what? He's going to be definitely running that Oil Dust steak.
Woo, that's a good steak. You can go check it out on the barbecueleague.com if you want
Yep,
to. But
especially with
it's,
something. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't be revealing stuff, but and the wildcatter and butter makes a fucking hellacious garlic butter.
I call it bull butter. That's my bull butter.
Boil butter?
Bull.
Bull
Bull. You know, that thing that ran at the gate if you in a buffalo and you scared away, like hauled ass really quick. Rah! You know, that's a bull, right? So I call it bull butter.
I still have nightmares. It's great. Hold on. I think Case maybe trying to get on. Let me see here. I got give me 1 second. I gotta send a link real quick. Invite. Boom. Copy.
So tonight we have Jim Beam and Ice.
Jim Beam, not Jack?
No, Jim Beam. Nope.
All
I do
right.
have 3 bottles of Jack in the truck, but they're all engraved and I haven't taken them out yet.
Where is it at? Tasted some pretty dang good Kids Q steaks tonight. Oh, that's the Kids Q is going on tonight in Hempstead. There's a contest going on right now. So that officially will be the first of the year, Pitching in the Pines CBA event. It's going to be going on tomorrow on Sunday, which I thought was odd, but whatever. Do your Sundays.
Well, I kind of liked it. I was going to try to go, but we've been putting that floor in my trailer, and it just didn't work out that I could try to make it there and back and ready to go to work on Tuesday. So.
All right, so I got to keep on schedule. I have you for 9 more minutes.
9 more minutes.
22 season, and what'd you think of that?
Well,
going into 23.
I tell you, you know, when we got back, I had my back surgery over Thanksgiving of 21.
Right.
That put me out till the game. We did the Eagle Pass, the CBA cook-off.
Coke. Right.
What are you drinking?
I'm pacing myself. I'm drinking Coke.
But
I'm also drinking.
So
I don't have some Eureka Heights tonight. I am drinking
your
favorite.
Hey,
Miller
that's Light, baby. So anyways, once I got back on my feet, Chuck Long helped me at the Eagle Pass CBA cook-off. Didn't get out of my chair, but you know, things had definitely kind of changed. I was off schedule, and 9 weeks, you know, was a long time to be out with the back. So I was hurting, and as we kind of went through the year, it took me about 4 months to kind of get some things going again. And it's like some flavors had changed like automatically overnight to me from what I was running at the end of the year to when I got back to cooking. So took a little time to kind of get back on track, but I've cooked more. I cooked 60 competitions this year.
What?
Yeah, 60. And
hold up. You did not cook 60.
Cooked 60. I did not make the first weekend of January. I cooked every weekend this year, and then 10 doubles.
All right.
So I had all the, you know, with the amount of doubles that we were cooking every weekend. I missed 1 weekend. I missed the first weekend of January. Told myself I'm just going to keep going until I just figure this out because some things were going on. But I cooked more zip codes and more towns I've never been to this year than I'd done the previous years. So there wasn't, I don't think I cooked the same town twice this year. So that if I did, I'm just missing, missing that town. So I had a good time and you know, got a couple grands, got some reserves, got some a lot of top tens. It's just, there's just some new flavors going out there. Things are wanting to change up and things you're kind of wanting to go towards. You're just trying to find it. You know, what's that little twist? What's that little kick? What's that little kind of going on? So I've been trying to work on some new stuff. I've cooked different things all the time. So I've had a blast. I've had fun, and I'm not going to complain about anything, but I'm ready for this season. So I'm ready for 23 to come on.
Yeah. You mentioned maybe some flavors changed. How often do you see that in trends going like completely away to what?
Well, you know, there's not much of a way you can get a trend because we cook all 5 quadrants of the state. If you were staying in the Houston area, then you would see a trend. But it's hard to develop a trend when you're in Hondo this weekend, you know, and then you jump up to say North Texas and then over to West Texas, then back to Central Texas, then you're over on the East Coast. I mean, the eastern part of Texas. it's hard to get a trend because you're not in the same flavor profile more than one weekend. Does that make sense? So it's
Absolutely.
hard to find that.
Here's a fun question for you. How many Texas sanctioning bodies did you cook this year?
I cooked all of them but CTBA. I have not made one of those in 4 years.
All right.
So I've done Outlaw, IBCA, CBA, Lone Star, and KCBS. So I mean, KCBS is not a Texas sanctioning body, but I'm saying is I've done all 4 plus KCBS.
They were in Texas, and they will be in Texas again in 23 for the Danny Beach Memorial.
Well, but I went to Kansas. I mean, I was up there for you were, I was up there with Brad and those guys. I mean, traveling to a cook-off, Colorado, it's a matter of what's going to benefit you, what's coming up.
Hold on, I gotta give a shout out real quick to from Twitch, Rafitas 9877. Hello from Brazil. All right, thank you. He says Happy New Year. Happy New Year in Brazil. We're gonna have Australia join, and now we've had Brazil join. Oh, you got something
international world champion, world show.
Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. All right, I'm sorry. Continue what you were saying.
No, I don't. I don't know what we were on, but when you cook everywhere, all over the state, some flavors do work and some don't. So, as I said, it's hard to develop a pattern because I don't stay in the same place.
No, that's fair, and that kind of hinders you a little bit, maybe.
It does. It does. It sucks. It sucks a little bit, but it's just what we do to get out there to see everybody. I want to cook with everyone, new people, cook with my friends, cook with the people that I've known, people that I've met, new team members, that kind of stuff. So I want to support everyone, but I also want to be out there and get in the middle of the limelight with those guys and all the cooks that are showing, introduce myself and talk to them. So.
Brad was on earlier. He says he doesn't change anything, and I don't know if that works or it doesn't. We're all figuring shit out, right? So we're all trying to figure it all out, and what works for some person doesn't work for the next guy, and whatnot. Right. But I think what you have been doing, you're a proven solid cook. I would continue to whatever you were doing at your heyday, I would go back to it, Aaron, because
you sometimes you forget you were adding something, or sometimes you forget you're doing something. Everything's written down. But I'm all about experiencing new things. And I took this year I spent some money, and I mean, I didn't break even, but it come close, but I wanted to try some things in different parts of the state. Some I sat on my ass and some I got out of my chair. So I know what to do and what not to do now, I think, but still incorporate what I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. So I'm not in a rush, any bind. I took this year to play around and kind of check some things. So I'm in good shape.
You're in great shape, man. And I love seeing you out there. James Dotson, we love hanging out with Aaron Leslie. Can't wait to show some cooks about the Texas oil dust next weekend.
They got a class going on, man. Him and Justin West.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I did see that. Justin West was the rib cook champion, right? With the HLSR. That's awesome. Can you break even in competition barbecue?
Over longevity. Sometimes you're going to come ahead. If you're on a really good roll and a really good year, and you've got those big top 5 calls over and over again, you're going to start to break even. You're going to gain some. It depends on how far you go, where you go, what can you be doing. That's going to determine, how much you spend. But I have an account. I know what goes in it. I know what comes out of it. So, you can break even and you can make some and you can lose some. So it all just depends on what kind of year you're having.
I think this is a great question, Carrie. Thanks for posing that question. I totally, I was a believer. Actually, I got started before classes were a thing, and I lost a lot. Right, so you would put all this money out for a competition and maybe not get the results that you wanted. But right now, if you're going to get into the game right now, I totally suggest doing classes. James has a class coming up right now. Fred Robles has a class next weekend. Phil Breeden, which I will be at helping Phil has a class next weekend in Bandera. That is full, but he's got one coming up next month as well. Aaron, I don't know if you're doing classes or not, but you are doing classes.
Yeah, we did. We actually had a class with Clarence Joseph coming up on the 20th and 21st. He and I were going to go in and do one. I think we're going to have to push that about a month or so for some logistical reasons. So we kind of pushed that, and I've got two classes coming this summer. One in Weatherford and one will be in North Texas and Denton area. So there's some things going on. Plus we got some stuff going on with some backyard grilling classes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to take it back to being that comfort food and what we do at the house every weekend, and most nights, so there's going to be some different revenues we'll be taking, but different channels, and start doing some videos and stuff like that. So kind of get back to the basics on why we enjoy cooking and not so much why we enjoy competing.
But real quick on that, I would suggest guys to take a class. That will definitely shorten your
100%.
learning curve, because if you don't, you're gonna do trial and error on the circuit, and it costs a lot of money to do that. So I would suggest, if you guys are getting into this thing, do a class from some of these guys that have been around there and been successful, and learn some of the techniques. You don't have to follow their recipes 100%, but learn some of their techniques, and it definitely help you on the circuit, and hopefully get you more into the plus side and the negative side of barbecue.
You may know how to learn. You may know how to light a pit and tend to fire. We're going to teach you how not to burn those ribs and overcook that chicken. So there's a lot of things out there you're going to skip and learn. It's up to you to follow that procedure and try to make your stuff better. And we're all out there to try to help somebody and make somebody learn and help them exceed their expectations on what they're doing. But you can't expect to take a class and just do one cook-off a year and go win it. It doesn't work that way. So we try to give you the best knowledge we have, but if you take one every year or every couple of years, you're going to combine them, start putting your own little mixes together and techniques, and hopefully do good. So.
All right, Aaron, I'm not going to let you go just yet unless you have to go. Do you have to go?
I got whiskey to drink.
All right, because my next guest is Tom Stupid Beer Fuentes, and he has yet to check in. And I knew
Stupid Beer.
I knew it was a risk scheduling him at 10 or 11:30 to 11:45. Oh shit, he's ready.
Oh man, there you go.
He is in. Aaron, before we let you go, my man.
Peace, baby.
Real quick, what are you looking forward to in 23 for Texas Old Dust?
The highway.
The highway. All right. That's it. That's what we're going to end it on.
That's it. The highway.
Aaron, thanks for being a friend of the show. Thanks for being a sponsor of the show.
Appreciate
I appreciate that very much. We love all of our sponsors. And I will not do a sponsor spot tonight because we're running on time.
Well, you better get old Tom and Bill Clark. They're going to be mad at you.
Oh, I wanted Belle on the show.
Don't read your text messages. You're going to be pissed.
Did she send me a text? She didn't.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
No. Hey, trust me. Belle is a big part of this show, and I appreciate Belle very much. But, the last time all three of us were together, we did place a chicken bet. And
we did. Well, no, Uvalde, we had a chicken bet, too.
Two of us got to walk. Just saying.
Yes, we did. Two of us did. What was those again, Rob? A first and a 12th? I'm sorry.
First and a 12th.
I'm sorry.
Out of 150.
You know what, though? But they walked in ribs. We didn't. We didn't walk in ribs. She did.
Belle is on. Hell,
uh-oh. You're in trouble.
Hey, real quick before we let you go, I gotta let me pull this down real quick. The co-host of the So Smoking Gooder Show is in the house.
Case on. Look at that case on.
Just in time.
It's good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go that way.
It's not.
We literally just got home. I want y'all to know.
Oh man, look at that.
That is a cute suitcase there, Tom.
This is dedication right here. Case on, just coming in, already on the TV.
He could have been here earlier if it wasn't for Southwest Airlines.
Yeah,
That's dedication right there, baby.
I was supposed to be on like a 5:30 flight out of Memphis this morning.
All right, Aaron, I got to let you go because I got to
Peace, brother. We'll see you.
Thank you very much, Aaron Leslie, Texas Old Duck.
Adios, baby.
Ace, welcome to the show, buddy.
What's up, man?
We got a couple minutes before we get hashtag stupid beer on here in a minute, but how are you?
I'm good. I've been staring at the highway for quite a while today.
All right, you are in. You made it. I see you got your Huskers hat on. Is that one of them new fat hats?
This is just a normal size 8.
Normal size 8. Those are not normal sized, Case. But hey, props to you for bringing them fat hats on the show for the first time.
Terrible.
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm so glad I drove 600 miles for this.
James Dodson checking in. Happy New Year's, Case. Welcome to the
New
show,
Year, everybody.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep it rolling. Case is in. Thank you for tuning in, or thanks for coming in, Case, from the road. And we got 2 more guests on the show, and then we might keep this rolling. We'll see. We'll see how Case is doing. But our next guest is coming into the show right now. Tom, can you turn your
What is going on?
Can you turn it sideways?
Oh, yeah.
There he is. All right. We've got my man, Tom Fuentes.
Hey, what's going on, Gooder gang?
Oh, shit. Man? What is going on at the Fuentes household tonight, Tom?
No. Actually, I'm here in the Valley, man. I'm in Mercedes, Texas, my hometown. And my cousin's ranch out here.
Is there a is it on the water tower, home of Tom Fuentes, on the water tower there?
No, that's I just ordered that. Yeah, it's coming up.
You know what? Hey, after your episode airs, they might put home of Tom Fuentes. Case, you may not. Case wasn't with me this year in Uvalde. Case has been to Uvalde, and I hated to go without him. But Tom was.
Did. Don't let him lie to you.
I did. Case, Tom was on the show. He was being filmed by Michael Simon and the Food Network.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty awesome, man.
Talk about that.
Pretty awesome.
So when did he start doing shows for Telemundo?
This guy. Hey, man. No, you know what, man? They hit me up like 2 months prior, I think, about being on the show, man, the Food Network. And it was, honestly, I thought it was a scam, man. They kept emailing me, texting me and shit. And then finally they just called me, and so it was real, so man, that was pretty cool.
Now, wait, Tom, I've seen these shows. You weren't the token shitty cook, were you?
I think we all were. We didn't all. None of us got a call.
No,
they probably like, man, they picked the wrong motherfucker in this shit.
They did. I don't agree with that because I guarantee you it's going to be entertaining. How did you feel you did on the show when the cameras were on you?
It did not. They didn't bother me. They were there. I was mic'd up. They were there all the time inside my camper and everything. But they were not. They were just chilling, man. I did my cook. I think I had a solid cook, man. I had a solid cook.
You did have a solid cook.
But Uvalde, man. Uvalde it's a tough one. It's like you're either gonna go, you're gonna get a walk or you're gonna just founder. But I had a good cook, man.
So, Case, Tom did. He wore his normal clothes that he would wear and his hat. The hashtag stupid beer. This hat right here. I'm about to show it, Tom. This hat right here was highlighted.
This is Tom Fuentes from Smoking Onions, and you are watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Stupid beer. Hey,
that was in Uvalde too. Huh?
That was in Uvalde as well. So you wore the hat. Did they even question it? Did they ask you about it at all?
They had to ask. The producer was there. He had to ask. It was cool for me to wear that cap, and they said that it was cool. So I wore the cap Friday and Saturday, And yeah, I was hoping to wear my jacket too, man. And but it was a nice day. It was a
The
nice
Natty
day.
Light jacket.
Oh no, not that one. My stupid beer one too. But it was a nice day, man. It didn't get cold or nothing. Finally, you know why this crazy weather. For the past 5 years, we had some crazy weather.
So what y'all got going on right now for New Year's Eve there in Mercedes?
I got here Thursday night. Yesterday, we killed a pig, man. 350 pounds, dude. It was a big old ass pig. We killed
What?
it. Yeah. It's a tradition,
Hold up. Y'all cooked a 350-pound pig?
No. We didn't cook it. We killed it and we, processed it and did our thing. No. Yeah, no, that's enough.
That's a big fucking pig.
Here's
Dude, it is.
What people don't realize in the size and reference from a 350-pound pig versus Tom is a huge deal.
Yes. Tom.
Yeah, it's this guy. It's a little smaller than you.
So
Dude, this
was it like
was huge, bro?
Was it the size of CJ Bean or not, or bigger, smaller?
No, I said big, not huge. But it was. It's pretty big, bro. It's pretty big, man. Oh, you get carnitas for days off of that motherfucker. Yeah. No, man, we killed a pig, man, and it's a tradition. For the past 2 years, we've done it on Christmas Eve. This year, we decided to do it on New Year's. So we did that, and I'm here. Yeah, that's why last year I was in San Antonio at my brother's house for New Year's, but this year we're here, and yeah, man, we killed that big ass pig, dude, and skinned it, and it's a lot of work, man. But it's a tradition, we try to keep. And today we cooked about 30 or 40 pounds of it, make some carnitas, and that's what they're doing outside.
So Tom, you think you're going to be
do
you think you're going to be a celebrity after your show airs?
Dude, I got like 50 Sharpies already and 50 Sharpies, because I'm ready. I'm gonna be signing autographs and shit,
Were you pretty comfortable, or were you nervous, or were you?
I was nervous as hell, man. Shit, I was nervous as hell, bro. And the guy was like, "Man, chill out." Like, hey, I'm cool. I can go and talk to anybody, but man, you put a camera on me and mics and all kinds of shit, like, kind of a little stage fright, but. I was nervous. Yeah.
Was there any hiccups in your cook?
There was one. My chicken, man, stupid chicken, So my chicken, yeah. So it wouldn't cook, man. I couldn't find small chickens. Nobody said big chicken, and it's not. It wasn't cooking, man. So I had to bring that my grill down right on top of the firebox. This firebox that I got on this little James Brooks drum, it's a huge firebox. So it was cool, man. And I don't fill it up with charcoal or wood or whatever. So it wasn't like really hot. Yeah. So I mean, I put it on there. It wasn't burning, but it cooked it. So yeah, I did have a hiccup, and they filmed it, and stuff like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
Hey, I got a question for you. Somehow this made it on the air. What the fuck is this about?
Dude, that dude's a dumbass.
What are you wearing here?
Yeah.
Man, that is not me, bro.
That is totally. That looks just like you, bro.
How do you say moose knuckle? How do you say moose knuckle in Spanish?
Panochon.
What the hell are you wearing, bro? I mean, I wear short shorts.
Y'all, I bet you have to zoom in that shit, man. That Clarence is a dumbass. That is not me. Look, you got my nephew over here looking fucking. No, bro, that's not me, man.
Can we get your nephew on the show to verify that was actually you?
Tell him that's not me.
I mean,
he said that's him.
Did he see it? Nephew, I mean, look at that.
Hey, bro.
Face.
Hey, man. He said, that is not me, dog.
Look at that face. That looks just like Tom.
Oh, you can't hear you because I'm my iPods.
Oh,
I got my AirPods.
Hey, look at you, professional now.
Like, look at his face. Oh, dude. I got to get his. I gotta get it right, man.
You're Poodle movie star now. Camel toe, absolutely.
Shit, and in the back, boom.
Titan Hugo checking in.
Bro.
Titan Hugo having a bad
Hey,
season
man.
right now. 6-7 in a row. Hey, hi, beautiful. That's my girl right there.
Yeah.
She can also clarify if that's him or not.
Hey, no, he was.
Oh, hey, wait. Is this Tom?
He wants to know that's me.
Is that Tom, Brenda?
Hey, but look at that chorizo.
What's he wearing down there? What the hell is he wearing, Brenda?
Fucking clear. Hey, but bro, but that's
it's you, bro.
I'm trying to wear my white pants.
I'm just trying to get a hey, I'm just trying to get a perfect score. Fuck. I'm just trying to get a perfect score, bro. Right
Hi,
here.
Brenda. Hey, Happy New Year, baby. We love you. Be good.
I'm just glad.
Give me this shit. Get out of
I'm
here.
just glad we can.
Go give me a beer. That's what you need to do. Hey, man. So, what y'all got going on?
Oh man, we're just doing this show, man. Case just got in from Disneyland, apparently. Memphis. He's been all over the place.
Man, I need to get some Case money, man. That dude's been traveling for the
He's
past
all
month.
over the place, man. You got to sell refrigerators.
Oh yeah, I'm serious. I gotta have some Case money right there, bro.
Case is a traveling fool, and I love it. I love the fact that he travels and with his family and daughter all over the place. Congratulations.
Oh, absolutely, man. That's awesome, dude. Absolutely, man. Yeah, shit. That's pretty awesome. I wish I could do that. My traveling with my boy was just to the valley and back.
Which is the same distance to Memphis, by the way.
Yeah, same distance. All right, Tom. So for 23, what you got? What's coming on right now in January, February, and March?
Man, I really don't know about February and March. I know I'm cooking twice in January for sure. But I'm gonna try to do, man. I'm gonna go back in this cooking thing. It's been long 2 years for us, but we're trying to, we're trying to get back in the game, man. So probably January, I'm cooking twice. I'm not sure about February. I'm doing smoking on the reel.
Nice.
Doing smoking on the reel. I mean, that's my hometown.
San Antonio. I know those locals were signed up.
Yeah. We're doing San Antonio rodeo, man. Those stuff was
Case.
Me and John and I.
Give me 2 minutes with Tom. I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
Oh, come on, dude.
He's got a baby bladder. I knew when he started this show. I was where was I when this show started? I think I was in Lufkin or something. I was like, there's no way he makes it this long drinking those ultra light beers.
Shit.
How many natural lights have you drank tonight, Tom?
Oh man. Probably about a 12-pack.
That's it?
Yeah, I think
you on light for the New Year's?
Dude, I started at 7 today, man, because I knew I was gonna come with the show, and so I started a little late. And plus, last night we stayed up till about 2 in the morning.
I didn't know you were a TV personality. See, you have street cred now. You have to be professional when you come on the show.
Well, what's professional?
Do you feel the pressure now of being a on air talent?
Nah, man. Well, no. I was just dude, cameras and shit on me. That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Do they have a timeline for that when that's going to air? By the way, just wondering.
Well, actually, this year I think Michael Simons is cooking Memphis in May, so they're gonna air that. They're gonna air that in May, of course. So I think June. The show's gonna come up, I think in June, man. They got to do all the editing.
All right,
and stuff
I am
like that.
almost back.
But they had Bean on there, man, and dude, they're gonna be bleeping that motherfucker. That dude I was seeing them when they were you know, recording them and shit, and that dude was cussing like a motherfucker.
Did you cuss any?
No, man, you know, I'm trying to be professional.
Did you feel good about yourself when the talent scout finally picked you, but then you realized they also picked Bean and realized what the fuck?
Yeah, and then Clarence like, this is gonna be a shit show, man. But yeah, me and Clarence like, holy shit. You know, John Segura too.
So did
It was
YouTube?
cool, man. It was good.
Did YouTube allow Clarence to be on that show? Because I figured YouTube owned all the rights to Clarence's media.
Oh, hey, that's what I was. You know, 15,000 subscribers. He's got 15,000 subscribers now. Like, man, that's pretty cool, man. Like, man, I don't know. They're probably gonna skip him. They're not gonna put his shit on there.
All right, Tom. Hey, I'm gonna let you get back to your pate because we are about to ring in the new year. Well, before
we got $1,000 worth of fireworks out there. With shit. We got them from Killer V. Yeah, shout out Killer V, man. Killer V fireworks, man. They hooked us up. Hector, Roel. We got a big old display, 10-minute display that we're gonna, you know, pop outside.
Really?
And yeah. Well, my cousin, you know, he bought all that, and he even got a little deal where from his phone, man, it's just like a fireworks. Just it'll hit that thing and boom, 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 boom. It's gonna shoot everything. It's a 10-minute. We got a little. It says there it's a 10-minute, almost a 10-minute.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you to do
display.
something. I'm gonna ask you to do something.
What's
Put
up?
your phone outside when y'all do it, and I'll keep you on here. And then when y'all start popping fireworks, I'll show y'all's fireworks display.
Like keep this on right now.
Yeah,
What we got?
keep it on, take it outside, and then just put the camera on your fireworks display. And at midnight, here in 15 minutes, I'll your nephew knows how to do it. Give it to your nephew.
Yeah. No.
All right, and I'll keep it on.
Don't let us down.
Yeah, don't hang up. I'm gonna drop you down like this, and then you put it on there, and then I'll bring you back.
That dude?
That was Case. That was Case. And so I'll bring you back on. All right. So we'll see the fireworks display because we got Hollywood checking in from the future. Hey, we checking in from the future. He's gonna be coming on here in the next couple minutes. All right, and he's gonna ring in the new year.
Right, fellas.
All right, Bob. Hey, thanks, Tom. Hey, before we let you go, anybody want to give a shout out to you before we let you go? Anybody? Natty Light.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Shout out to all my barbecue brothers, man. Let's go out there and kick ass next year, man. Congratulations to all you guys, top 10, you know, everybody. Shout out.
All right, Bubba. Hey, man, thanks for coming on. This is this is the second annual, and you were the only repeat guest, by the way.
Really?
Yep, you did it last year, and you did it this year, and you're going to do it next year.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it coming.
All right, Bubba. All right. There he was, Tom Fuentes from the Smoking Onions. Let me put this over here. And then we got one last guest to bring in the new year. It is it's one of my favorites. Case, you will remember this guy. He's from Australia. The Smoking Joint. We just had the Smoking Onions on. Now we got the Smoking Joint on. I'm going to put his banner up here. It's Grant Hollywood Neal from the Smoking Joint. Let's check in right now. Hey, Grant, can you turn your phone sideways? Is that possible?
Of course I can do it. Remember last time we did this and I was off to the side the whole time?
There we go. I'm gonna put you up solo. Not solo, but here we go. All right, there he is. What's up, dude? You got a cowboy hat on and everything.
I got an Isidro on. I'm holding it real because my hair's starting to get a bit gray now. The Hollywood looks are starting to fade, brother.
Bro,
wait, what year is it in Australia?
So it's 2024. Trump won. The Chinese are taking over. It's pretty much the end of days. If you can have a look, this is what the future looks like. Have a check this out. This is Australia right now. This is what the new year is going to bring in.
Oh man,
Man.
I didn't think they
It's
let
about
you
100
outside in Australia.
No, they just let me outside the penal colony. I love the fact that we're a penal colony and it's got penal in it. Penal colony.
Pete, I'm digging that hat, bro.
You like this one?
I do like that one. There it is.
Genuine.
Nice.
Genuine. I'm not sponsored yet, but if anyone's watching this and wants to sponsor me for a hat, I'm pretty
Casey,
cheap.
you remember Grant?
Yeah, oh yeah. Put another shrimp on the Barbie guy.
It was the What Up Cunts thing, I think, that got me famous.
Yes. Congratulations.
So I got to get you on
You're
a
welcome.
full show, but you're going to ring in the new year with us and tell
I
us
can't
about.
believe it, guys. How exciting is this?
I know. What time is it in Australia?
I'm not really sure. I just woke up. So
How was last
we had our
night?
New Year's already. It was
Yes.
pretty brutal. I won't
Was
lie.
it brutal? What'd you do
I
last
went a little
night?
hard.
What did you do?
Well, I went to bed. When we started partying, I didn't have any tattoos. And then when I woke up, I was literally covered. So hopefully this washes off. I'm a mess. No, it's
maybe
it's
Sharpie?
been crazy.
Maybe
I hope it's Sharpie. Absolutely. There's a few swear words.
I don't know about you, Rob, but outside my house currently sounds like a fucking war zone. I just want you to know.
Is it going off? The fireworks start already?
Oh, mine too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
I woke up with fireworks going on. Yeah, my dogs hate them. They were like on the bed. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
For any of my friends watching that are joining from Australia, they're all wondering, is it fireworks? Just keep down. Just stay away from the windows, boys. Just in case. You never know, right?
Grant, thanks for coming on the show. It's been a long time. I think it's been over a year now. But what's going on with 2022? How was 22 for you? A lot of going on with you. I've seen the skinny mixer thing.
So 2022. Yeah, I was going to say 2022. I managed to get this. Over here we have the Australian Barbecue Alliance, which is kind of your KCBS Memphis barbecue, and you guys are the championship stuff.
Yep.
So I got the Barbecue Personality of the Year award, which is a popular vote, which was pretty cool. So thanks, Mum, for voting again and again and again.
Wait. Barbecue Personality.
See, I feel like we have a shot at something like that.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Create this thing. What the hell is that all about?
It is. So what they do is they have popular awards for things like most popular team, best brand, those types of things.
Largest party. We could have been that fucking group 5 years ago.
Dude, most Fred Durst. Yeah, you could have killed this. You would have won this award.
Jesus Christ! What we are doing it all wrong. We are doing it all wrong.
Exactly.
So you were basically the prettiest man in barbecue last year.
I was again voted by family members, but
So were you like on
crazy.
Facebook groups begging people for votes?
I didn't beg them, but I kind of was please. No, it doesn't work like that. It's funny because probably the year before I would have been most hated because I have a lot to say when it comes to barbecue and chat. So I'm not shy, that's for sure.
That's this guy right here. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I love the way you roll because we kind of say it how it is. If people don't like it, then
Case is good. Case doesn't hold punches, which is why I like Case on the show.
Which is why Robert won Let's Melt Show once a month now.
No, whatever. Yeah, that's all you, bro. That's all you.
So on this New Year's celebration, what happens with you guys? Is it all fireworks and shebanging? Do you count it down?
I mean,
all lang syne?
I don't know how much you know about our flight situations, but thanks to Southwest, I had to drive home from Memphis, and I just walked in my door literally 30 minutes ago from a 10-hour drive home. So
yeah. Well, this might surprise you, but we only get American news. So we know about the 5,000 flights. There's nothing going on in Australia. We just watch you guys. It's pretty much just your television and your news. Yeah, it's perfect.
Australia is basically like the East Coast, right? I mean, nothing in the West happens.
Not really. For us, you remember I told you last time, we're like Lower Alabama.
Yes, I remember this.
Do you know what I mean? We're like the cousin that you
tell us
have
again for people that didn't see it last time.
Exactly. So, like, I'm from South Australia. So in Australia, it's kind of this big sort of weird shape that looks like a cat's head and a dog's head stuck together. And you can picture that. So basically, we're right down the bottom of the whole thing. And between us and penguins is nothing. So it's just us and ice. So we're the deep, deep South. So we consider ourselves to be the Lower Alabama people of the country, which is a compliment where I come from. So not an insult.
No,
I
no.
just assumed everybody drives 15 minutes over to that theater thing.
What one?
I just figured everyone in Australia is only about 15 minutes away from that weird looking theater.
The Opera House thing?
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, he's talking about the Opera House.
Okay.
I know what he's talking about.
Okay.
We don't have anything that fancy here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come to find out,
exactly.
Australia is a bigger continent.
Australia's the 6th largest. There you go. Facts. Bang. You never thought you'd get that on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Smaller than Texas, if you ask anyone here.
We have a farm here that's bigger than Texas.
I don't want to hear this shit. Don't
True
come
that.
on our show with that stuff.
True that. It is. This is true. Very true. One property, one cattle station, bigger than Texas. How's that?
I'm
I just
joking.
got my balls out.
What I know about Australia, you just venture off and something in the wildness will just kill you.
I think I remember last time I said it's either dead or deadly. That's it. This shit kills you. A shark just went through my backyard. The fuck was that?
Who's doing a live New Year's show? Because we got 5 minutes away from our New Year's. Oh no!
What's
you're
your
good.
New Year's resolution? I've got a couple.
Okay, let's hear yours before I even think about mine.
So I want to stop drinking.
Nope, that didn't work.
That fucked up pretty quickly.
You're already
It's
drinking.
a local favorite. Yeah, exactly.
What
And
is
I'm
that?
I'm not gonna keep a crocodile as a pet. So I'm 50-50 so far.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
So you have a crocodile as a pet.
I don't. I'm not gonna keep a crocodile as a pet. That's my resolution. So I'm gonna try. to hold on
Okay,
to
all
that
right. So you're successing. You're successful on that one.
50% successful. Failed on the booze. No crocodile yet.
By the way, Rob, do you have an official time? Because I'm not 100% sure the clock on my oven is correct.
Yeah, it's 11:56 p.m.
Let me check my oven.
I
checked my oven. It's time. It's right.
Yeah, I'm just looking over it, and I've got 2 different clocks in the kitchen. They're both different.
We have 3 minutes. 3 minutes away, and Tom left, so we're not going to get a fireworks show. But that's
what?
Fine. Whatever. Whatever.
I
It's
think
all
I saw
good.
Tom. He looked like he left earlier.
That was the shell of Tom.
His body was here. His
He has a
mind was
hashtag. His hashtag is stupid beer. He has hats and he has shirts made. I know you didn't get to see this earlier because you weren't on yet, but this was his intro. And I need one from Hollywood. Hollywood, I need an intro from you, buddy.
Of course. How does the intros go?
You better be fucking riding a kangaroo doing it.
I've got one here. Where's my kangaroo? One sec.
So an intro,
Oh,
a
you get it.
typical intro is like this right here. Oh, he's going.
This something's better show up with an.
If there's a kangaroo here.
If there's New Year's can wait. If there's a real fucking kangaroo coming on the show.
Oh,
Okay. That was,
I mean, it looks like a kangaroo.
It looked like a kangaroo.
It did. Here's a typical intro.
This is Tom Fuentes from Smoking Onions, and you are watching the So Smoking Good Show. Stupid beer. Hey.
Basically, you introduce yourself, and then you're watching the So Smoking Gooder show. Here's another one.
Hey everybody, Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder show.
All right, so you have an idea, and this is the last last one, so that you have an idea.
That's a good one.
That was this one. That was.
Did you let him access to your Ring camera? How did they catch that?
I was trying to bring joy to people's lives during the frozen apocalypse.
It's a public service announcement. It's a PSA.
That's gorgeous. That's beautiful.
Y'all get ice like that in Australia ever?
No, it doesn't get icy here at all. We don't see snow.
Okay.
We see it on the
I don't
telly
know
and stuff.
I don't know if y'all can hear the war zone going outside my window right now.
I can hear it. I can hear it popping off.
Yeah, it is going on right now, and it's not even 12. It's about to be 12 in less than a minute.
Let's go.
So,
We're gonna get it down.
Are we doing a Happy New Year right here?
Yeah, let's
My
do it.
family has joined. Come here, family.
The kids.
Grant,
Get in there.
Hollywood, Neal from Australia.
G'day, champs.
And there's Case. This is my family. Where's the
I think you're missing one. There we go.
He's right here.
All right, just checking.
Always got to have a
That's
spare.
my family. Check y'all checking in.
Mine is passed out, so
I was gonna say, just showing off.
yeah.
Mine don't care.
Is it midnight yet?
It is officially midnight.
It is officially
Well, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Go get the grapes, the sparkling grape.
Jesus Christ. Well, I can tell you this, my clocks in my kitchen are a minute slow compared to the damn neighborhood blowing up.
That was
Don't worry, you can do
the
it like I do at different time zones.
Happy New Year, everybody. If anybody's still watching this thing and 3 hours in,
They're all
thank
drunk.
you very much. This was a fun deal. Grant, so what's going on with you now besides you've already lost one resolution to stop drinking in 23?
Yes.
What are these?
Well,
Those look very fresh, by the way. What's going on there?
No, this one's an old one. That's the cheesecake from the World Championships.
Yeah,
The
from the World Championship, the Jack.
That's it.
You know,
Cake King.
Case is also a cheesecake fourth place at the Houston Livestock Show.
There's a general fear that my neighborhood's blowing up. I just want everybody to know.
I think if we see fire behind you, we'll tell you. You don't have to keep.
Yeah.
We'll let you know if the wall goes on
It'll
fire.
be fine. Don't worry.
No, this year has been big. We released a couple of books with the Skinny Mixer crew, and that was unbelievable. So we've had I've had 3 bestsellers now.
What?
Which is crazy.
Have you really?
3 bestsellers. Go outside. I want to see this fireworks.
Oh yeah. Let me. I'm gonna put you on your.
Yeah, put it on the big screen.
Let's see some fireworks, Kate. Oh shit. Oh okay.
It looks like daylight out there. Holy crap! Look at
America. I want to see some fireworks.
this is nothing organized. It's just loose units.
No.
Yeah, it's totally.
These are just rednecks.
There you go.
That's got to be organized, doesn't it? That's not in someone's backyard, is it?
Oh
Yes, that's literally my fucking backyard.
that's definitely a backyard.
Oh man,
Yes.
the fire service is just going crazy right now. People just blowing up. The emergency department's got everyone in there with hands burned. And
Damn
hair
it.
burnt off. That was a big one.
That was a big one.
Where do they get these from?
We have
China.
containers on every corner store that
I
has
always
them.
thought it was like down Tijuana or something. Where's the story?
Barbecue Project. Happy New Year, Bodie. Thank you very much. Thanks for everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
In. We do this just for fun, guys. You know, our normal show is on Wednesday, but we decided to do a
You have to do one.
second annual New Year's Eve show. Thank you. And we have people from all over the globe.
I'm expecting Casey to go down. Just get shots.
I mean,
Keep your head down.
what do they call those? Not the rocket launchers. What's the one? The bottle rocket. Bottle rocket to
Pole
the
shooters?
chest. Oh shit! I
Pole
recognize that walkway and that pole right there.
Do a slip over. Don't fall. We'll make the blooper reel.
I recognize
too.
the walkway and the pole from the scene of the crime.
I think from this video, I'm now able to determine exactly where he lives, too. If anyone wants the address.
Totally recognize that. That was awesome. All right, so my family's here. We're gonna have some sparkling grape, non-alcoholic drink.
What?
You've been drinking 3 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have not been. So Happy New Year. Cheers.
Drink.
I feel like I should have something to drink here.
That was Welch's.
I agree.
Grape soda, by the way. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. That was good.
Are kids allowed to drink in the US?
No, they're not.
Yes.
At all?
That was non-alcoholic sparkling grape.
We have a tricky rule here, but you can.
The tricky rule is
Kids-
you can.
Kids can drink here, yeah.
What do you
Any
mean?
age. As
Bullshit.
long as you drink with your parents, any age.
Any age they can drink with the parents?
You can
Any
do that
age
in
they can drink
Texas,
with their
Rob.
parents. From like 3 years old. Here you go. Get on the Rumbos.
You can do that in Texas, Rob.
Okay. When did you start drinking, Grant?
My mom said she used to give me Guinness in my bottle to get me to sleep. But It didn't affect me none.
Yeah, here I
Not
am.
at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Nothing
2
wrong
years
with
later.
me.
Yeah, I'm on the So Smoking Gooder show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You've made
My
it.
career highlight.
You've made it. All right, so I kind of touched on that, but so Skinny Mixers, talk about how this happened and what is it?
So this weird thing happened where I was doing a barbecue masterclass, and this lovely lady turned up to my class, and at the end of it, she said, "I'll pay you money to teach me how to barbecue." And I said, "Why would you want to do that?" And she said, "Because I'm going to write a book about it." And I said, "I'll teach you for free if you let me write a book." And so she did, and that book was a bestseller. Skinny Barbecue went bestseller in its like the first day, and then from that, we've done 2 other projects. And the last one was Skinny Entertaining, which launched just before Christmas. And it too went bestseller in its first day. It's across the world. You can get it from skinnymixers.com.au. But that book has just gone crazy. It's electronic form and physical copy. And it's got my brisket recipe in it. It's got things like porchettas in it. It's got, between the 2 books, there's all our pork, lamb, all the rubs that we've done in competition. They're all published in the book, along with a heap of other recipes for families and stuff like that. So
what makes it
changed my job?
What makes it skinny?
Well, I like to think that's a little tongue in cheek for me.
Okay.
So maybe it's a little bit of like calling your tall friend shorty, or your skinny friend fatty.
I don't have any skinny.
No, she started her company Skinny Mixers and kind of did a weight transformation thing. So the brand sits there, but underneath that is the barbecue brand and entertaining brand, which is the one I do. So the company's called Skinny Mixers, but obviously there's nothing skinny about the shit I do.
So what's gonna bring that for you? Obviously, you got bestsellers now. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, exactly. This is the year I think. So I kind of skipped on competition a bit this year, and because of here we had lots of travel issues and stuff like that, and it's only just starting to come together now. I mean, obviously, I don't want to be traveling to the US given the situation for you guys at the moment.
Fly Southwest.
Yeah, exactly. Do never fly Southwest. I know that much. And also don't fly Qatar Airways either, because apparently they're peeling or something. Anyway, so what I want to do is get back over to the States and do some competitions. So that's the next step. So we're gonna wait for you to finish your break because you guys have a little bit of a break now because it's too cold or something.
Those are Kansas people.
Yeah, not for us.
Where's that?
Yeah, that's Kansas. You can come to Texas anytime you want to.
We cook all year.
So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I need to find some people to cook with. I've got some people lined up. I cooked with Apple City before as well. And I've cooked with Ubons as well. So there's a couple of other people I really like to cook with. So yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do. Come over and cook.
Hear that, Rob? You're not on his list. Ain't that?
Do you want to come cook dessert at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo?
Didn't you already get a 3rd or 4th or something like that? What the?
Yeah,
No. He did.
Come on now.
He's retired.
He's retired with a 3rd. I love that.
Undecided.
Get on the board. I know, so I'm definite. I'm in. I'll come cook at Houston. Done.
Come
Lock
on.
me in.
March.
That's
See you in
it.
March.
Perfect. That's the first day I'll be there, March.
It's not March. Is it March, Case?
February.
No.
February. Late February.
Last weekend in February.
Is it really?
Yep. Always.
Oh, okay.
Make it
Always
happen.
like I've been there. Done. Well, I can just bring my private jet now, with his books and shit.
So what's going on with how's Wolf Creek?
He's dead. No, he's all right. He's good. He's good. He's basically retired out to the beach. So he lives on the beach now. Doesn't do anything at all. I don't even think he gets out of bed much anymore. Wolf, if you're watching this,
I do
miss you. Call home.
I do miss the smoking joint live videos y'all used to do from like random, like on a Saturday for you is like Friday when I'm at lunch at home and I'm like, what the fuck? They're like partying, cooking, and I'm like stuck here in the office watching these live videos. They were awesome. Yep. And I haven't seen them.
We'll bring it back. That's my New Year's resolution.
We need
the party back.
We need those back. We definitely need those back.
We do. I think the whole year was very serious. It was like we all got back to work, and it was kind of a bit boring for everything else. So I think 2023 is the year silly.
Well, I mean, the lockdown in Australia was pretty serious, right? I mean, it was like y'all could fucking go to the store without checking in.
Exactly. You couldn't go 5 kilometers from your house.
That's nuts. That's pretty
It's
bad.
crazy. Yeah, you couldn't visit relatives or anything like that.
Yeah, I remember talking to you about that, and I was like shocked at how serious it was or how strict.
I've actually heard that. I think you guys, your new leader, Bill Gates, has said that there's going to be another one. So we're just expecting that. So we're waiting for that. Thanks,
Bill Gates.
And like I said, I come from the future. You don't know about this yet, but that's what's coming next.
Well, you said Trump won and China wins also.
China takes over after him because we're that far in front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Ni hao ma to my new leaders when you guys see this in the future.
I don't know Chinese, but apparently you said hello. I don't know what you did.
No, I just ordered the number 5.
Oh, you ordered the chicken fried rice.
I did. Terrible. Wow, just ticked off politics and racism. Well, what it?
Hey, why not? There's 5
That's
people.
my style.
We're good.
Watch out, religious people. I'm after you next.
It's 2023, and I've been on the road, so I just wanted to. You've already had a Happy New Year for like, I don't know, hours ago. So, Rob, Happy New Year's, buddy. I'm
all right.
Here and see if my wife.
I'm gonna check Case out, and then I'm gonna say bye to Grant here in a minute. Case, thanks for coming back on for the last 2 guests. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we'll see you. If you ever get a chance, go to Memphis. It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, we've been to
Pew,
Memphis.
pew.
Me and Grant.
We've
You
been
know,
to Bel-
if you know
we've
this,
been- yeah.
we sang "Walking on Memphis" in Memphis
did.
on Beale
Beale.
Street. On Beale Street.
We
Yes.
did.
I was
And
eating.
I walked into a tree, and I've still got the scar right there.
You did walk into a tree.
I did.
The,
I did.
I was laughing because we were sitting at Central Barbecue eating lunch, and the guy was like, when you wear a Nebraska hat, no one assumes you're from Houston. And the guy was from Kansas City, and right away he's like, well, what do you think of the brisket? I was like, it's fucking terrible. I was like, it was cut on a deli slicer. The ribs were really good. The ribs are great. This brisket's awful. And he's like, well, none of it's better than, have you ever heard of Slaps Barbecue? I was like, leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
You said go big red.
Yeah. So
All right, so Case is
guys,
out.
we'll see you. Rob.
Case, thanks for
Everybody.
bringing the fat hats to the show. I appreciate that.
Terrible.
He's out.
That's
He
funny.
is out. All right. The 7 or 8 people that are still watching. This is 3 hours in now. This is a long.
They must be legless. I just want to
They
go
must
round
be-
robin. Who's still drunk?
I don't know who's still watching. I want to give you shout outs. If you're still watching, say hello. And you
that's
got
what we
me
want.
and Grant for the next
You
5
can
minutes.
ask any
before we-
question you want about Australia. I can
Ooh.
answer it.
Ooh.
Yes, we're upside down.
Any questions you want about Australia? Somebody we went from 8 to 7. I guess Case checked out. But who is still watching? Put it in the comments.
Who
Ask
survived?
All right, so Grant, how easy is it for you, or not so easy? Because it's not easy because I want to get to Australia. I want to go. I want to hang out with you. I want to go to Meat Stock. Tell me about
this is huge. You want to
Tell me
get to
about
Meat
the
Stock
events
this year.
in Australia because they are huge. They're a big deal now.
They've gone like I think what's happened here is they've combined everything together. So we've got the butcher wars, barber wars. We've got the barbecue wars, as they call them here, and they've kind of combined them all together. So they're making these monumental events. So Jay Beaumont runs these events, and they're just fantastic. They're kind of held in most of the big capital cities, and there's one in the country. But they've really kind of set them based on like Memphis in May and that type of idea. But there's big bands, they're a lot of fun. A lot of our competitions are in country areas and are smaller competitions, but these are the big ones. So, we've got a few American teams. I think you had Loot and Booty on before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had a chance to come. So he's coming across. I saw that.
Yeah,
he's had a lot of success over here.
He talked
So
about
I think it's funny because the few Australians that have gone over to the US and competed have done okay.
Mhm.
And I think that the few Americans that have come across here and competed have done really good. So it'd be kind of cool to see a lot more of you guys get across here. Because I think,
I know you and I know Grant Coleman from
Yeah, of course.
Australia.
We look the same. Sorry, Grant.
So I sent you that message because Roddy said, "Hey, Grant Neal's coming to our event." I was like, Grant Hollywood's coming in. And so I sent you a message. I don't know if you caught that.
I did.
But
I did.
he meant Grant Coleman was. And I was
He
like,
did.
oh,
Grant Coleman always comes to the Houston rodeos.
yes. And
Yeah,
he's
he
also,
actually did a first place in brisket a couple of years back over there.
he killed it. It's awesome.
I know. It's
And
crazy.
for that to happen. But yeah, so you're saying that all the major events are going to be like within a couple weeks of each other, or?
Yeah, they've got a few events. They've got one in New Zealand, and they've got a couple, I think, that occur pretty close to each other, the Melbourne and Sydney ones. But I definitely think you want to come across for them. I'll make sure you get some dates. But it's definitely a worthwhile trip for you.
Get me dates. That'd be awesome.
We'll get you across. We'll do the show from here.
Oh,
now that'll be a lot of fun.
That'd be amazing. It'll air like on a random Tuesday in America, but hey, that'd be fun.
Dude, it doesn't matter. You'll have more fans here than you'll have over there.
Oh, shit. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just not talk about it. Let's be about it. That'd be amazing. Hey, but before we're going to get out of here, buddy, but I want to get you on for a full show. This was fun. 20 minutes or whatever is always great with you, but what you got going on the rest of the day? What time is it over there right now? Did you figure that out?
It's about 4:30, I think, in the afternoon.
Okay, so you're getting ready.
On a Sunday. So I'm not doing much more than this.
Love it. Love it. Hey, brother,
it's
thank
100
you
degrees
so much.
here, too.
It's what? 100 degrees?
100
Bullshit.
degrees.
Is it really?
No, it's hot as hell.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
true
man.
story.
That sucks. I do not.
I'm getting sunburned in the shade.
I do not like. Hey, the hat looks good on you, bro. Anything looks good on you. That's why they call you Hollywood.
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 Right. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you very much for having me.
You know we love you, man. Thank you very much, and we'll get you back for a full show, 100%. All right, there he was. Grant Hollywood Neal checking in from Australia. All right, guys, thank you very much for attending, for being a part of the second annual Rob Clark's Rockin' Eve New Year's show. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks for Case for checking in and coming in after he got back from out of town, driving in. He immediately came on the show. I got to give a shout out to my guest tonight. All right, the lineup was awesome. It started with Sterling Smith, CJ Bean. We had Brad Leininger. We had Renee Gonzalez. We had Dennis Butterworth. We had Travis Duffy. We had Aaron Leslie. We had Tom Fuentes. And we had Grant Neal. This was a lot of fun. This was awesome. We'll do the third annual next year at this time. But I wanted to take everybody a happy new year. Thank you very much for tuning in the show each and every week. We appreciate that. And shout out to our sponsors. Next week, I promise you, we'll have a legit sponsor. Real good luck to teams that are cooking tomorrow out in Hempstead. All right, but that's gonna be it for the night. It's 12:17 a.m. and it's time to go. And happy New Year. Rob Rocha checking in from the So Smoking Gooder Show. Thank you very much. And we will see you next year for a full year of fun and guests. All right, that's going to end it. Late.